Hello, and welcome to Dungeons and Magi, where we open our handbooks, open our minds, and more importantly, we roll the damn dice. As always, I'm your Game Master Cade, or you may call me the Viking GM. Before we get started, we do have a few announcements to get through, so please bear with us. First up is Ben with our sponsors.
Okay, I've had it. I just rolled a nat 1 on a stealth check. Fell down a well, and landed in a mimic disguised as a porta potty. Why? Because I didn't have the power of Dungeon Crate. Dungeon Crate is not just a subscription box. No. It's a portal to a dimension of pure tabletop bliss. Minis? Yes. Dice? So shiny you'll go temporarily blind. Maps? So immersive your rogue will immediately try to pickpocket it. And ink blot. Lord, the dungeon crate hath arrived. Shall we open it and bathe in its carbon glory? Yes. Yes, we shall. Every month, Dungeon Crate delivers handcrafted chaos straight to your doorstep. No traps, no cursed contracts, just loot. Premium hand-picked loot curated by wizards who roll nat 20s for breakfast. Use the code DungeonsMagi22 at checkout, get 10% off your first order. That's one less gold piece to haggle with the shopkeep over. He's tired, he's underpaid. Just use the code. Dungeon Crate. Loot now. Apologize to your DM later. Back to you, Cade.
Thanks.
Can we not piss off the GM?
Well,
We're dead.
friends, I rolled a 1. Not just any one. A fall off the cliff, land in lava, and alert the bosses kind of one. Why? Because I used basic dice. I trusted factory plastic. I might as well have rolled with a fucking potato. Never again. From the molten heart of creativity. From the sacred anvil of excellence, from the literal forge of legends comes one name. Brokers Forge Dice. These dice don't roll. They proclaim destiny. They sparkle like dragon's gold, feel like victory, and sound like a bard hitting a high note during a battle ballad. Each set is carefully forged by ancient dice smiths. Okay, it's me, but I'm very passionate, and includes techniques like split pulls, glittering inclusions, and color so glorious your DM will weep gently behind their screen. You can have them. You can be the one with the forge. Go to dammediallc.com, click on the store, and claim your weapon, your fate, your shiny little math rock of doom. Brokers Forge Dice, forged in fire, rolled in glory, feared by DMs everywhere. Don't fail me this time.
Fuck you.
So,
What did you roll?
15. But this is our beautiful UV dice. Glow in the dark.
Let's see.
I'm not going to glow because they get stuck in a box, but...
Yeah.
All right. So,
Well, I won't be using those tonight. I think it's the person that rolls the dice, not the creator of the dice.
it is. All right. So, last we left off, the crew took a much needed shopping trip at the Ivory Bazaar. With this new world, new things were needed. As well as needing to restock your new ship. So, traveling through the Ivory Bazaar, finding some magical items, finding a beautiful store that sells in bulk. That does require a monthly subscription. But you were able to restock everything, get everything you needed, some of the basics, some extras, and you retired to your ship, the Bread and Cheese, assuming you guys are going to keep the name. That you can discuss later, but you drifted off to sleep, and that's where we pick up tonight. The sun creeping into the port windows, the port's just at the right eye level that it hits your face to almost like a natural alarm clock. You feel the warmth, somehow, not sure how, this Ivory Bazaar and Caelithar as a whole is not a cold place, but somehow this ship, maybe it's magically doing it, but it stays fairly cold. Not freezing. Think of 68 degrees or so at night, cold enough to not be sweating, but you can feel the warmth of the suns hitting you in the face. The two different colors as they both rays meet. And you are awake and ready to do whatever you wish before you set off to Caelithar's home.
I wake up, stretch, and I look down at my wife and I'm like, honey, I'm gonna go start some coffee and maybe cook breakfast for us all. Anything you like in particular?
Coffee. As I kind of just hurl into a ball.
Okay. I kind of put it, change into regular day clothes, and I go out and head down toward the galley, and I
what
start a pot
regular
of
day
coffee.
Clothes?
What
regular day clothes?
There were some in the ship.
There was?
Welcome to having a magical ship.
Yeah.
Provides all your needs.
I start a big pot of coffee for everybody, and I start
How would you like to use the new roll table
for
cooking?
Sure.
Okay. Give me a D4.
D4. A 4.
Okay. Now, give me a D12 for your base ingredient. That first one was your meal type.
Okay. D12, you said?
12.
2.
2. Grain. Okay. Now give me a D10 for your seasoning and flavor profile.
Oh, fuck.
D10, okay.
Mhm.
What do we make D10s? Oh, okay. Here we go. 3.
Okay. Then give me a D8.
D8.
This is for your cooking method.
1.
Fuck.
Okay. These aren't the ones that can hinder you. It's the next one. This is your final outcome roll. I need a d20. This is to see how good you cook.
D20.
Uh-huh.
20.
What?
I rolled a nat
Bullshit.
20.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Thank God.
So,
Chef Colin.
If the 20's good.
all right. So, this breakfast is the kind of rare, radiant dish that locals whisper about and traveling chefs try to recreate with no success. Born from the kitchens of a wandering lay chef in Solvareth, these grilled earth-grain cakes blend ancient culinary techniques with ingredients touched by the veins of the world. So, you grab moon barley flour, veil root puree, stone pine smoked salt, ashcap oil, and lay milk. You begin to make the batter. Moon barley stone ground and blended with lay milk and veil root puree to create a thick, smooth batter. Stone pine smoked salt is added for depth, while a touch of ashcap oil rounds the base with warmth. Then, a runed griddle is set over a flame licked with hints of ember leaf. As the cakes hit the sizzling stone, the batter hisses and blooms, forming golden crisp edges, while the center stays soft and moist. Each side is pressed with a carved brand, usually a regional symbol or family crest, adding flavor through contact, char, and tradition. Veil root ashes infused into the softened lay butter, creating a swirl of purple-black spread that smells faintly of cedar and morning mist. It's whipped until airy, almost like a mousse. Then, 3 cakes are stacked high on a polished bark platter, drizzled with a ribbon of amber root syrup that glows faintly when touched by morning lights. The ash butter is quenelle-shaped and placed delicately to the side, still melting slightly from the heat. Edible petals from dawn blossoms add a subtle crunch and floral aroma. And just so you know, that quenelle shape, that is basically you use a spoon and kind of it's that really long oval kind of shape that they usually see butter on top. That's a quenelle shape.
Okay.
So that is your dish.
So I'm cooking all this, and then I start putting it on platters and putting it on the galley's central table. I also get some coffee mugs down, utensils, and everything, kind of trying to surprise everybody before they get into the galley.
Okay. And everybody can smell this. It is one of the most amazing smells you have smelled in a long time, besides when you went to the restaurant in Ivory Bazaar.
I kind of look back very satisfied. I think everyone will like this.
I come to the galley following the scent.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
I look over, hey everyone, I made breakfast.
Is it poisoned?
No,
I mean,
I actually wanted to be something nice.
Okay, I'm gonna sit down and dish myself up.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab stuff, make it look all messy and stuff, but more just grabbing food, too tired. Before I grab coffee.
I look over, Arthur, just to let you know, there's creamer in the little, I believe that's a fridge. I kind of point to this little like wooden box that I was pulling all the cold stuff out of.
Yeah. So there's a wooden box that has, when you open it, there are little rune stones on the inside that are etched with frost runes that radiate cold. And there is a smaller box that sits on top of that has a large one with a huge rune. that acts like a freezer. Where you were cooking on, you had a cast iron pot on top of a circular runestone that has the rune for fire on it. So it radiates heat without having an actual flame that can burn down the ship.
Oh, that's cool.
So you could now it would hurt if you touched it, but if you were to kind of wave your hand over it, you would feel the heat, but it wouldn't burn you unless you held it there. And it makes sure that this runestone is actually embedded into the counter, so it can't like fall off and hit the wood.
As I'm sitting down, I spring back up. I'm like, oh shit. I run back over to where the stove is, and I'm like,
So on the front of it, you can kind of wave your hand, and there's a motion activated runestone that when you wave your hand, it turns off. The fridge ones and everything, they stay on all the time. There is an oven that kind of has the same thing. And then you guys are used to like traditional sinks. Well, what this has is a large basin, and then it has this large metal pipe that holds a runestone that has the rune etching for water. And when you run your hand under it, it comes out like a waterfall. And that's how you can wash your hands or wash stuff. And it makes it so that basin, it takes the water and drains it out and holds it into a reservoir under the ship that will then, when it's full, it releases while you're flying through the air, and it just turns into mist and goes into the atmosphere or into the water if you're on the water, and recycles.
As I kind of turn the oven off, I kind of look over and I'm like, I'm gonna take a long time for me to get used to this magic. I'm not afraid to admit that I spent a little longer than I should have trying to figure out where the switch for this stove and everything was. There's no plumbing. As far as I can tell, there's no plumbing. There's nothing. This place is amazing. As I kind of go sit back down to my wife, I'm like, I've also never felt
Stupid.
no useless. Usually I fix things. There's nothing for me to fix.
Go fix our room.
You mean after what you did?
Fine, you want me to fix it, or do you want to continue
No,
feeling
no,
useless?
I'll fix it. So I kind of just started eating my breakfast.
Just for a call, I drink coffee black.
I get an extremely sweet coffee.
Like it straight, but I actually do get up and I go back to the fridge and I decide I pull the creamer in a jug out, or smallest jug, and I pour the creamer in. I was like, here you go, everyone. Anyone needs cream? I think we should head back to the market today.
I agree. I think we should have a spa day before we set off.
Spa day?
I'm sorry.
Go with me. Go with me. I understand all of you are not spa people. We have been in the shit since we left.
Yeah.
We deserve a day to relax and let some people put cucumbers on our eyes. And massages.
Oh, that would be nice.
I look at Bev and I'm like, dear, what makes you think that I have ever set foot in a spa a day in my life?
I don't know if I'm the only person that has, or if anybody else has been, but go with me. I would like to go. I thought it would be a cool outing for everybody.
I mean,
I
I
get
wouldn't
doted
mind a
on.
nice massage. Maybe I could find a
I
bookstore or
cannot say no
something.
to that face. Alright.
I look over.
I'm sure there
My
has
wife
to
gives me
be.
the look. What?
You have no
Everybody
clue
else?
how to relax, do you?
I do know how to relax.
Besides me sitting on you.
Oh, what?
Nothing.
Tris.
Thank you.
Well, that's interesting.
Oh, Cal.
Oh, Kel, tell me you'll go do the
Lord
spa
knows what
day
you
with us.
royals always get up to.
Well, of course I am. I haven't had a spa day in 2,000 years. My skin is getting a little dry.
Is that the key
I,
to your
like,
people's
Tilt my
immortality?
head
Yes.
and look at Cal,
Moisturizing?
and I'm like, all right.
Moisturizing, and we have this thing. You guys probably haven't heard of it, but it's called the Fountain of Youth.
Hmm?
That's how we stay alive so long.
Wait,
It sounds delightful.
Like,
the fountain of
I
youth.
look at my
Like the fountain of
hands
youth.
Yeah, we
that are
bathe
cracked.
in it. We
dry.
use it to clean our toilets. It's in my castle.
Like, wipe your hands with my normally moist hand.
By the way, everybody ate breakfast, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Those who eat this dish within an hour of waking feel anchored to the world's rhythms. For the next 4 hours, they have advantage on Constitution saving throws against exhaustion and are immune to the tired condition for magical or natural effects.
Okay, what was all?
So, yeah.
You have, for the next 4 hours, you have advantage on Constitution saving throws against exhaustion, and you're immune to the tired condition from magical or natural effects.
Sweet. So we need to make breakfast every morning is what I'm getting.
As long, keep in mind that was from a natural 20.
True. I think it's worth it, though.
There are benefits to these because every ingredient that exists in this world is magically infused.
Yeah.
I mean, the milk itself comes from ley lines.
How do you milk a ley line?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Advantage on con
Oh
from
my.
what?
Huh?
Advantage on con from what?
Exhaustion.
Advantage on Constitution saving throws against exhaustion. I have heard of a spa here that might do us good.
So did they tell me what to do with my skin? Then?
Maybe. I think everybody should go enjoy a little relaxation. It will be my treats. And then we can take the long trip back to my home. Should take us about 12 days.
It's
Well,
not.
and that's if we fly non-stop.
I can't
We-
drive that long nonstop.
We may need a crew.
True.
Could hire a crew for the ship. Deckhands, somebody to captain the ship so that Arthur can sleep at night. They can captain it at night and sleep during the day, and Arthur can captain it during the day and sleep at night with everyone else.
We have enough rooms.
Oh, we have, I believe I walked this, we do have a crew quarters
We do.
that has bunk beds and everything in it that they
Yeah,
you don't need their
the
own
ship
rooms,
ain't
trust
small.
me.
The ship ain't small.
I mean,
We
that's
have
very
a big
true.
ship.
How much does it cost to get a crew?
Well, it depends on the amount of people we need to hire. We can go talk to somebody over by the docks. We can either do it after the massages or before. Either way, we have to come back to the docks.
I say we do it
think
after.
we should go after, because we will look beautiful, and maybe that will help us with pricing.
Well, are we ready?
Yes,
We don't need
always
armor
ready
or
for a
anything. We
spa
can wear our
day.
normal clothes because they're coming off anyways when we get in there.
Perhaps I could also see after the spa before we go to the
I
dock.
kind of look at myself and I kind of like.
I could see if there's
Alright.
any
This is gonna be interesting.
stores for books that I can help start stocking. Everything from technical stuff to just stuff to read along the way.
Okay,
Just a
Didn't we
thought.
stop at a bookstore?
you did. There wasn't really anything useful.
We already stopped at a bookstore.
I do have my book.
Plus, my home does have one of the largest libraries in the world.
Really?
Yes.
Okay then.
It's been
I've
so
read every
long
book
since
there
I've read a good
twice.
book.
Of course.
So, are we ready?
I'll
Just gonna silently get up, pour myself another mug of coffee, go. Oh,
be ready
Let's
for your
go.
first spa day.
And
where's my pistol?
Caelithar grabs Beverly's hands, or grabs one hand and begins to walk, like kind of dragging her.
I
Like,
grab
this
these
is
and
like-
drag them with me.
This is like bestie energy.
I'm going with the Hellfire Whisper still attached to me.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. So
I start skipping.
you all head off the ship and head towards Massage Ecstasy.
God.
Did that on purpose?
Yeah, it's a play on Massage Envy. You know, local chain, like big chain.
No.
So
Yeah, that's a big chain.
yeah, Massage Envy is like the largest spa chain in the world, in our real world.
yeah.
We have Massage Envy's like not that far from here. I always try and mock the real world stuff. So, located in the heart of the Ivory Bazaar's upper market district, Massage Ecstasy is a Magitech spa franchise known across the continents for its blend of arcanic rejuvenation, elemental therapy, and personalized planar realignment. Whether you're recovering from a Kraken encounter, dragonflight turbulence, or just emotional damage from poor party decisions, they've got a treatment for you. So as you enter, there are floating scented crystals providing ambient light and mood control. The walls subtly shift colors depending on your mood, and it's enchanted through emotional synesthesia. There is soft heart music playing from whisper wisps drifting in the air. Waterfalls cascade over suspended glass stones, cycling purified spring water infused with trace ley line resonance. So there is a menu up there. There is the planar reset, 100 gold for 90 minutes. This is the signature package. A full body massage by elemental servitors, water or earth, your choice. Followed by a ley line chakra alignment and a 10-minute lucid dreamscape float in a gravity-neutral stasis orb. Includes infused fruit elixirs and a choice of soul-clarifying tea. There's also the Infernal Melt, which is 75 gold for 60 minutes. It's a deep tissue heat-forged massage performed by fire spirit constructs trained in safe pressure manipulation. This comes with a volcanic ash wrap, Inferno Stone exfoliation, and an optional Hellmint scalp oil. But it's not for frost mages. And it literally says warning, not for frost mages. And then there is the Cryo Renew. It's 70 gold for 60 minutes. This is frost touch wind wraiths reduce muscle inflammation with their signature Arctic drift compression technique. Includes a glacial mist facial and post-session hot cider with cinnamon rune. There's also the Facial of the Fae, 60 gold for 45 minutes. a gentle exfoliation by dryad attendants using fadewood extracts, moonflower oils, and a mirror mist may result in temporary bioluminescence, guaranteed to attract compliments and possibly butterflies. Then there is the spa soak, 40 gold for 30 minutes. Relax in a sentient soaking tub that adjusts its temperature, fragrance, and bubble viscosity based on your emotional state. You can add on for another 5 gold rune jets. For another 10 gold, you can add on mermaid hair conditioner. And for another 15, you can add on float wine. And then there's add-ons you can add to everything. Spell paint manicure with reactive rune polish for 20 gold. Aroma illusion therapy, which gives you custom dream scents. There is minor curse cleansing. There's magic shave or facial smoothing. And then there's aura gloss finish that lasts 48 hours. And that shave is like men's shaves too. So you men with huge beards at this point, like your beards would be twice the size of my real beard.
Yeah.
Because you haven't shaved in almost a year at this point. And if you want to, you can also get a membership. It's 250 gold per month, which gets you 2 signature sessions, 1 free guest pass, and a 15% discount on all services. You get priority booking and enchanted massage robes that hug just right.
So that's 250 gold a month.
250 gold a month. Oh,
Okay.
y'all wanted a spa.
That is my goal, but I don't have enough
Spa.
yet.
I built you a spa.
Hell yeah.
Kind of want to do everything.
I know. I want to get my nails done for sure.
Okay, we'll go one at a time. All right. Bev, what do you want?
I would like to do everything.
Okay,
But-
so planner reset.
Because Cal said he was paying, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
The
yeah, I'm getting
Infernal
everything.
Melts.
That was getting
You-
pampered today.
You guys are going to be here for like 5 hours. Cryo renew. Facial of the Fae.
Mm-hmm.
Spa soak.
I have a feeling
Now, would you
Cal's gonna be
like
right there with
add-ons to the spa soak?
Absolutely. Which ones were there again?
There's the rune jets for an extra 5 gold. There's the mermaid hair conditioner for 10 gold. Probably don't need that because you have water for hair. And float wine. It's literally wine that is in a floating glass that sits in the water and always stays cold.
Okay, I'll take the jets and the wine.
Okay, so that's an extra 5 and then an extra 15. Now, for the add-ons, there's a spell paint manicure with reactive rune polish.
Yes.
Okay, that's an extra 20. There's
She's getting
aroma
falsies.
illusion therapy.
What was that one again?
Custom dream sense. So this will put you into a dreamlike state.
Nah, I'll pass on that one.
There's minor curse cleansing.
No,
You
I
don't have
need
any
that.
curses that you know of. Magic shave or facial smoothing. And this is like if you want full body shaving. Although you're made of water. So I don't
know. I think I'm only half water. I think my hair's still hair and my skin's still skin.
Yeah, if I
I'm just
remember
kinda
with
wet.
Fire Schnuff, when I was playing Singe, it was just the hair when you get angry.
Yeah. Like
Changes.
water genasi's thing is that their hair just constantly moves like it's underwater,
Okay.
and the skin's always wet and it's like slick,
Well,
like an amphibian.
I was wondering about like body hair and facial hair. So yes, because they're half genies. Genasi are half genies.
Yeah.
They can grow facial hair and body hair, but it takes on unique forms depending on their elemental heritage. So you can still grow leg hair, armpit hair, facial hair, all of that stuff.
What is it, kelp? What does that mean?
Oh, it would just move like water.
Oh yeah, get rid of all of it then.
Okay, so
I don't want
Magic
I don't want no hair flowing in the wind. No.
and then aura gloss finish. So it basically mist you with a aura spray that lasts 48 hours.
Yep.
It's another 18. Okay, I'll add yours up at the end. Beatrice.
Same exact thing as Bev.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh,
So you don't want
damn.
the hair conditioner?
Oh, hair conditioner.
Okay, so we'll add the 10. I'm not gonna put
Great
all
minds
of them.
think alike.
Well, I think
And-
with the hair, I haven't had hair in so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. V.
V is like, I've never done this before. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm pretty sure V could actually use a deep tissue massage, and
I mean, we could just have you do everything Bev does and make it a couples massage.
okay.
Okay, we'll do everything Bev does. Do you want to add in the mermaid hair conditioner since you have hair?
Yeah,
Okay, so we'll add
because
10.
why the
Guess
hell
what
not?
Colin's doing?
What?
Colin.
He's doing everything.
Get
No,
false
man.
nails, Colin.
Yes, he is.
Bullshit.
What do you want?
I want a deep tissue massage.
So, do you want to do the planar reset? That's a full body massage by either water or earth. You get a ley line chakra alignment and a 10-minute lucid dreamscape float. That's like, have you seen in real life where they put you in the thing?
Oh, yeah.
In the water?
Let's do all that.
Okay, so you want the planar reset. And then there's the Inferno Mount, which is an additional deep tissue massage. Okay. Then do you want the Cryo Renew?
No.
That's the decompression.
Oh, okay.
with ice.
Yeah, actually, let's do that.
Okay.
And I remember there was a.
Do you want the
bath-
facial?
No.
Do you want the spa soak?
Yes.
Sitting in the bathtub?
Yes.
Do you want the jets with it?
Yes, the jets, and yes with the wine.
Okay. Oh, he's getting his wine on today.
I was
And
gonna
he would
say,
take
you
the
guys
conditioner.
would be Fabulous.
We're gonna get you the mermaid hair conditioner. Remember, your hair would be long
Yeah.
at this point.
I might want to ask it. I might want to.
They-
You know what? I know what I'm going to do. It's something to afterwards.
They do hair cutting.
Yeah.
So I have to create a barber.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we'll do the rune jets on top of that, and the wine.
And the wine.
Do you want the mermaid hair conditioner?
Yes, we'll do the hair condition.
Okay. Do you want to add the Magic Shave?
Yes. Clean shaved.
Okay, we'll add the Magic Shave. Do you want the Aura Gloss finish?
No.
Okay. All right.
No more rug
Arthur.
burn.
Arthur wants nothing to do with it.
Arthur doesn't have a choice
Arthur's
in the
gonna sit
matter.
around for 5 hours.
Oh no, Caelithar will make sure Arthur does at least something.
If anything, he'd rather get his hair cut and the beard gone.
Okay, so we're gonna get you the planar reset. We're gonna get you the massage. You're gonna be. He will hold you down if he has to. And
Arthur's
then,
first massage of his life.
and then we'll just. He's not gonna force you to do anything else, but we'll actually. He's gonna make you do the spa soak because you sort of stink. And are you gonna refuse alcohol?
He hasn't drunk alcohol too much, but no, I won't refuse alcohol. That's
It's
fine.
wine. Come on. Okay, so we'll add the wine and we'll add the rune jets. And then we'll add the magic shave to shave your face.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then Caelithar's doing everything. Okay. So,
Do you need us to add this all up?
nope, I got it. Everybody's pretty much the same. You and V are just adding on an extra 10. All right.
No more beard burn.
You see V actually like kind of looking at their hair and kind of like, oh, I really do have some split ends here.
Let mine grow out. I've always done short, but with it flowing like this, kind of like it.
Oh, that would look beautiful on you, dear.
Thank you.
But yeah, no, I think I am going to get my haircut after this, though.
Yeah? How short do you want to go?
Oh. I like my hair short. I just never really took the time to actually get it cut before because I was so focused on my own work.
So, Beverly, your total
Yes.
is 413 gold.
Okay.
Beatrice and V, your total is 423 gold. Colin, your total is 325 gold. Arthur, yours is 170. Kale's is 423. So the total for the entire spa trip is 2,177 gold.
It's a
God.
lot of money, but we're all getting a lot done.
Yeah. So, I'm not going to RP all of this for everybody because it would take way too long.
Yeah.
But everybody is able to rest and relax all separately. And
I'm
you
sitting in
just
this tub with cucumbers. Like, so this is what the cucumbers are for.
well, when you're having your planar resets and you're getting that chakra alignment, you're getting those infused fruit elixirs and a clarifying tea, nice hot tea, and you begin to feel everything align. That infernal melt, that deep heat tissue massage, almost like those stones that go on you, and you can feel the heat radiating through your body, and somehow you can almost feel like it's going into your soul. Then as you're laying there, you can feel these fire constructs. Their hands touch your scalp, and you can feel this heated oil going into your hair, and it smells like mint as they massage your scalp. Then into the cryo renew, it's cold. They begin to, these frost wind wraiths begin to decompress your entire bodies using cold. They wave their hand over your face, and this glacial mist surrounds your face. And then afterwards, you are presented with hot cider with a rune inside that radiates the scent and taste of cinnamon. For those of you with the facial of the Fae, these large dryads who naturally have these Feywood extracts and moonflower oils begin to massage your face with all of the oils and the mist, and you do begin to glow bioluminescent for a short time. All of you in the spa soak relaxing, bubbles based on your emotional state. Most of you now relax. The bubbles go gently as the rune jets hit. Those of you that got the mermaid hair conditioner, there is what looks to be like a toy mermaid. It begins to float in the water, and it floats up to you, and the tail opens up, and it looks like a squeeze bottle that you're able to put the conditioner in your hair. And as it runs through your hair, it naturally soaks in and disappears and leaves your hair moisturized. Your wine magically appears inside this tub in a glass that you're able to drink, and it's always at the perfect temperature. It always tastes fresh, and it tastes like your favorite wine no matter what the color is. And the heat of the tub, just as it starts to feel a little cold, it begins to warm itself back up. And you can actually feel the tub move every once in a while, as it's one of those claw tubs that's actually sentient, so it moves. As you're sitting in the tub, those of you that got the spell paint manicure, a attendant comes in to paint your nails whatever color you wish. And it's reactive rune polish. So when you go out into the sun, as you step out, it's going to change color. It's like a chameleon paint. The Magishave for Arthur, Colin, and Cael doesn't grow facial hair because he's a full elf, but he does clean up the rest of the hair on his body. But you are basically straight razor shaven all the way, as clean as can be. A nice eucalyptus oil and mint aftershave is put on with a little bit of a cedar scent. And then the rest of you that got it, the Oragloss finish, think of it like almost like setting spray. It gets mist on your face and you begin to glow with this natural aura. Not unnaturally, just you look healthy and vibrant. And eventually, after a few hours, see,
Ouch.
about 5 hours at the spa, everybody is able to come out. You all have these robes on that you do have to give back unless you do buy the membership.
I go back, change into my clothes I came in for, and hand the robe back to an attendant.
Cael just goes into his satchel and he holds out this rune, and it has the mark of this place on it. And he goes, "I'll be taking my robe to go." And he puts the satchel back, and it is a membership card.
Is this membership still good?
Huh?
Is this membership still good?
Apparently, it was on autopay.
Yeah.
They've been getting free money for 2,000 years.
How many
Oh my
free
gosh.
massages and that does he have saved up?
Probably a lot.
Oh, jeez.
A bunch of free guest pass, too. Actually, I'll say he didn't have to spend this much because he had guest passes for everybody. Just had to pay for himself. And got discount on everything. Would anybody like a membership here?
I'm
Oh,
good.
you want one?
No. As I'm clearing my throat. No, I'm good.
I go back to change,
Uh,
just not wanting to be.
I don't think I would get a membership, but it was nice to do this. For
I
once.
would love one. You know, a girl likes to feel pretty.
And I look at the nail polish that I got, and I'm like, how long is this going to last with my work?
Oh, probably not long.
Yeah.
And so he'll get you the membership, Beverly, and you're given a little rune coin.
Thank you.
So, would you like your haircut?
I kind of like,
I mean, you're like down the middle of your back at this point.
yeah, I need to get this cut back to.
And you're finally seeing your husband's clean-shaven face, like when you guys left.
Finally.
like.
And he looks to Arthur. Would you like your haircut too?
Yes, please. This.
Okay,
also-
and if anybody wants a trim, we can do that too. I know of a place over here.
Yeah.
And right around the corner, he takes you. He takes you to Ultra Snips. Yes.
I thought you were gonna take us to like a barbershop run by like an Italian orc or something.
Nope. This is Supercuts.
Okay, they do
I
good.
gotta do the generics.
They do good work though.
They do. They do.
So, whether you're coming off a week-long wyvern hunt, a brunch date with a duchess, or just got back from hell, literally, Ultra Snips is your one-stop Magitech grooming salon. They specialize in high-speed haircuts, magical beard sculpting, glamour trimming, and low-level enchantments to make you feel 10 levels fresher. It's a franchise chain, so don't expect hand-woven towels and whispering fawns, but do expect efficiency, arcane buzzers, and questionably enchanted gossip stones playing the latest gladiator gossip. So, as you walk in, there are services and pricings. You have the Ultra Cut, standard cut and shape up done in under 15 minutes. Arcane buzzers hum a perfect rhythm for 8 gold. The Adventurer Special, this is a cut, a beard sculpt, or brow trim, and a heroic hair enchantment for 15 gold. There is the Fade Away. This is an enchanted fade and a scalp massage with rune oil for 12 gold. You have the Blade and Blaze, a fire sharpened straight razor shave heated magically, free healing salve in case it gets too close for 10 gold. There's a Trim and Transmute, which is a quick haircut and minor illusion glamour, 20 gold. There's a Fade to Black, which changes your hair color, style, or length temporarily for 1d4 days for 10 gold. There's Beard Envy for a full beard buff, conditioning with Minotaur Tallow and braid rune inlays for 10 gold. And then there's a Kid's Cut, which is a basic trim and glitter charm if you sit still, and this is for anyone under 60 years old for 4 gold. And then there's add-ons if you want add-ons.
Anyone under 60, that's so funny.
Yeah, that's what happens when it's run by a gnome.
Yeah.
What was the first one you said? The ultimate cut?
Ultra Cut?
Ultra cut.
Yeah, it's just a basic standard cut shape up.
I'll go over there. I'm gonna do that. I tell the barber I wanted basically right up to here. Just leave a little on the side, but cut up the top with scissors, and if they could also trim and take care of the eyebrows as well.
Okay, so that's gonna be the adventurer special.
Okay, I'll do that then.
The eyebrows are extra. So since you don't have a beard, they'll do the brow trim, and they'll give you like a magical hair enchantment. Okay. So that's going to give you a +1 to charisma for 1 hour.
Okay.
So they're able to cut it how you want. Arthur?
Just wants a simple buzz cut.
Okay. No eyebrows.
Nope. Don't care
Okay.
enough.
Buzz cut.
Arthur
Easy.
is a red dragonborn now,
Yeah.
so...
I mean, they do have eyebrows, but...
Mhm.
Mm.
And Dragonborn do have...
Hair.
I was gonna say, I don't think, do Dragonborn have hair?
Some do.
Yeah.
It
Some
depends
do.
on how you
Oh.
build them.
Yeah.
Anybody else need a cut?
I'll get my
Yes.
my brows done.
Okay. I'd say brow trim, like 2 gold.
So how much
V-
was the adventurer's cut?
15.
V's just going to go with the
Oh.
basic
Kale's not paying for this one.
ultra cut.
You just had him shell out a lot of money. There's a limit to his niceness.
Well,
Okay, V, what are you getting?
Just the basic ultra.
Ultra cut? Okay, 8 gold.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Now, did my hair go back to the way it was? Essentially,
It's just standard long hair.
my hair is just standard long now? Or did it go back to what it was when we were still on Sanctuary Prime? With it being curly.
No, it's standard long hair.
Okay.
Typically, most ASMR just have standard long, thick hair.
I'll just get a trim and eyebrows.
Okay, the adventure special.
Yeah.
15 gold, +1 charisma for 1 hour. Okay.
As I kind of like feel over, I'm like, oh, this feels so good. I look to B, I'm like, and you, honey, are looking as beautiful as ever.
I can finally see your face.
I know.
And no more beard burn.
Yeah.
With your
Anyway,
with your hair kind of trimmed a little bit and pulled back, it exposes some more of the tattoos, and there is like, you do have that streak of color in your hair, but all those tattoos are visible even more now, especially after the massage and everything and that aura glow. Those tattoos just, that's the first thing people look at. Not to mention your size, too. I mean, ASMRs are pretty big.
I'm like 5'11".
Yeah.
I looked
But
at
their ASMRs are built wide as well, too. So you're a stocky 5'11". Not like more muscular than anything.
I looked to the others. I'm like, well, it's about a little after midday. Do we want a late lunch or a very early dinner? Find someplace around here that's pretty good to eat.
Sandwich for some reason.
You want a sandwich?
Yes.
Like a standard sandwich or I've heard somebody call them like submarine sandwiches. I think
Love
because of
submarine
the
sandwich.
length and the
What's
girth.
a long sandwich? I would love a long sandwich.
What's a
Everything's better
submarine?
long.
And girthy.
Goes underwater.
What? Like,
The sandwich
It's
goes
a
underwater?
Boats? No, it's a submarine. It's a boat that goes
Oh.
underwater. And
boats can go underwater?
it's enclosed.
I would hope so.
Why would
Remember,
You know what?
everybody,
I guess I'll
we
never
don't know.
need to
We don't know
know.
what water is, and boats can go under them. We've been in space.
Yeah, I would love to check out some more water too.
I know a place if we want sandwiches that we can go. It's quick to, you almost make it yourself. You tell them what you want and they'll make it right in front of you, and then you take it and you can just go.
What's it called?
It's called whey bread. It's Subway.
Okay.
Sir,
Is there? I kind of want to see. I'm looking at V, and I'm like whispering. I was like, "Is it just me? Or do you not want to see some of these submarines?"
Oh, we can
I-
see them when we go back to my home. We have like 4. We're the ones that invented them.
I want to look at
We
those
control
engines.
the skies. We needed to control the seas.
Oh,
know, right?
I want
Maybe
to.
we
I
can get a
wanna-
submarine.
I want to see the schematics on those. Those
Oh,
would be
I know.
very.
You got putting you guys inside of a sub. You guys will fucking pass out.
What?
You guys will pass out inside of a sub.
I don't know.
Most
Beverly's cool with water now.
Yes, but it's the pressure. So if you've ever been inside of a submarine that's been underwater,
I have
I
not.
have.
Thankfully.
I've done one of those submarine tours. In the military, I didn't obviously get to do it, but I've done submarine tours, and it's the pressure from the water. It changes. It's just like being up in the sky doing Mach 2. It makes you want to pass out. You have to get used to it. All right, on to whey bread. Welcome to Whey Bread, the premier build-your-own sandwich tavern for adventurers, merchants, sky captains, and hungover mages. Whether you want a quick meat slab or complex spellbound baguette, Whey Bread lets you build your feast one enchanted ingredient at a time. Just don't ask what the mystery meat actually is. You don't want to know. The interior smells like toasted flatbread and mild regrets. A glowing chalkboard menu hovers overhead, slowly rotating to reveal arcane ingredient stats. The line moves quickly, mostly due to the time dilation rune near the counter. So, you know how in like the new McDonald's, how they have the things that the screens move and it tells you the dietary stuff?
Oh yeah.
This does the same thing, except it's a magical chalkboard that rotates and tells you. So, first step, we're going to go person by person. Bev, first step is to choose your bread. Plain whey bread, stone grain loaf, air fluff flatbread, shadow rye, and you're lucky it's in season, pumpkin glow bread.
I'm just gonna get normal bread.
Plain whey bread. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Then pick your protein. They have shaved manticore roast, salted kraken slab, spicy Tarrasque jerky crumbles. There's faux chimera, plant-based, and there's egg of the phoenix. It's kind of runny, spicy, almost like egg salad.
I'll take the Kraken.
Kraken, because we're in a Kraken mood today.
Are you going to make sure it's girthy?
Yes.
Yep.
Step 3 is to load your veggies. There is lay leaf, volcanic onion, gilded cress, echo tomato, and pickled fay roots. And you can choose as many as you want.
I'll just get a whole bunch of onion.
Okay. Volcanic onion. Onion. And then step 4, choose a cheese if you want it. There's moon milk cheddar, stone shard Swiss, goat of the void, and dairy-free dream curd.
I don't think anything cheese-wise will really go with Kraken, so that's...
Okay. Then select your sauce if you want. Infernal aioli, ghostberry glaze, planar ranch, garlic blessing butter, and whole person honey mustard.
I'll do the butter.
Butter, okay. And then, if you want, you can do an add-on. You can add on, this can be toasted. You can add in a dimensional pocket to hold more fillings. You can add an illusory flavor loop so it's never the same bite twice. Or you can add condiment of truth.
What is condiment of truth?
It forces honest conversations for 1 minute.
Okay, I guess I'll try that one.
Condiment of truth.
It sounds cool.
Okay. All right. So, now, did you want to make this a traveler's combo? That includes small elemental crisp packs and a bottle of sparkling spring root fizz.
Yeah,
Or just a sandwich.
I'll take it, yeah.
Okay. So, the only thing they have right now is hot ember crisps.
That's fine.
So, like spicy Cheetos. Like the flaming hot Cheetos. Okay. So, you got plain whey bread. This keeps you warm for 6 hours. You got the Kraken slab. Doesn't do anything. You chose the volcanic onion. Every time they slice it, it smokes. You got no cheese, and you got the sauce, the garlic blessing butter. This gives you a +1 to charisma against vampires.
Oh, cool.
And then you can now only tell the truth for 1 minute.
Okay.
All of that is 10 gold.
All right.
Okay. Beatrice, do you know what bread you want?
The flatbread.
Okay, airfluff flatbread. Okay. Pick your protein. Manticore, Kraken, Tarrasque jerky, Chimera, which is plant-based, and Egg of the Phoenix.
The first one. The
Manticore?
Yep.
Okay. Thing about Manticore is you never know what kind of meat it is because you don't know what part of the Manticore it is. Veggies?
All of them.
Okay. I'm just gonna put all. Cheese?
The non-dairy.
Dairy-free dream curd? What do you think that is?
Cottage cheese.
Cottage. Ugh.
Ugh.
Yummy.
Yuck.
Not bad. Cottage cheese is pretty good. You just can't eat too much of it at once.
It's literally rotten milk. Sauce?
The ranch.
Ranch? Okay. Any add-ons?
No.
Okay. You don't want it toasted?
Toasted.
You want it toasted? Okay. I just say that because it's extra money.
Oh.
It's just an extra gold.
Oh, they charge you extra for toasting it?
Yeah, because it's done with fire elemental breath.
Oh.
They don't just put it in an oven. There's literally like a red dragonborn in the back that... It's pretty cool. I mean, technically, you could get Arthur to do it for free.
Uh-huh.
Or Arthur could charge you a gold to do it. Okay, so you chose flatbread. It is weightless, good for eating while flying. Doesn't give you any benefits. Manticore. Okay, so your enchanted veggies. You got ley leaf. So this gives you 1 temporary HP. Volcanic onion smokes when slices. You got gilded cress. This gives you a +1 to saving throw versus poisons for 1 hour.
Okay, so what was that?
Gilded cress, +1 saving throws versus poison for 1 hour. You also got Echo Tomato. Every time you bite it, it screams. But it still tastes good. So you bite down and go, ah! Every time. And then you got Pickled Fey Root. Makes everything taste a little chaotic.
Oh no.
It's like pickles.
Yeah.
But from the Fey realm. You got the dairy-free dream curd. This is illusory. It has no calories or substance. And then you got the plainer ranch. This changes flavor every mid-bite. Just changes randomly to a different flavor. And then you got it toasted. Did you want to make it a combo?
No.
Just a sandwich. So that is 6 gold, including the toasting.
Okay.
Yes, they do have $5 footlongs here. At least somebody still does. Subway. Publix is better. Colin. Bread.
What was the last bread?
Pumpkin glow bread.
I'll take that.
That's seasonal. Okay. Pumpkin. Okay.
Manticore meat double.
Double?
Yeah. Double
Okay.
meat.
Oh, so we're stuffing ourselves.
You're
Okay.
making it girthy.
Yeah.
Is that your new favorite word?
Not like Subway knows how to do that.
Yeah, seriously.
You say double and they give you the normal amount.
Seriously. No
veggies?
No veggies. What were the cheese options again?
Moon milk cheddar, stone shard Swiss, goat of the void like goat cheese, and dairy-free dream curd.
First one. You did
Moon
cheddar.
milk cheddar. Cheddar. Sauce.
Ranch.
Ranch. And do you want it toasted?
Yes, please.
Toasted. Do you want any of the extras?
No.
Okay. All right. Do you want to make it a combo?
No combo.
Okay. So, you got the pumpkin glow bread. So you have a +1 to morale, which means that you can use that +1 to morale at any time, but one time to negate somebody's natural 1. Anybody in the parties. But it can only be used one time and then it's gone. And it's only good for 24 hours.
Ew.
So
Okay.
it doesn't just stick.
Damn.
I was about to say, I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah, you're not that lucky.
Does this have a rewards program?
Your manticore, no veggies. You got moon milk cheddars. It glows softly. And then you got the ranch, so this is going to change flavor mid-bite. And then you got it toasted. So since you got it loaded deluxe, that is 9 gold plus 1 for toasted, for being toasted. So 10 gold total.
I'll kind of look over.
You wanted the extra meat?
What?
V.
The
There's plain, stone grain, air fluff flatbread, shadow rye, and the seasonal pumpkin glow bread.
Shadow Rye.
Shadow rye. I'm surprised Ben didn't pick that. Ben loves rye bread.
Toasted rye bread, not
Well, you could have toasted it. You did toast it.
like sliced rye
Um,
bread.
Protein?
What were all the options?
Manticore roast, Kraken slab, Tarrasque jerky crumbles, faux chimera, and egg of the phoenix.
I'll have the Tarrasque and and egg of the phoenix.
Okay.
Lizard meat?
No, egg of the phoenix is
No, I
egg
meant
salad.
I was talking about the Tarrasque.
Tarrasque? Yeah. Like iguana. Okay.
I mean, I've had alligator, and that's delicious.
It's very good. Any veggies?
Okay, I know there's onion,
There's lay leaf, gilded cress, echo tomato, and pickled fayroot.
everything but the tomato.
Okay. Tom. Okay. Cheese. There's
I'll
cheddar,
try the goat.
Swiss, goat. Okay.
She's goading it.
And any sauce?
The aioli.
Infernal aioli. Okay. Would you like it toasted?
Yes.
Okay. Any extras on top of that? Like a dimensional pocket to hold more fillings, the illusory flavor loop to never have the same bite twice, or the condiment of truth?
Fuck it. Truth. The condiment of truth. Why the
Okay.
hell not?
Okay. Would you like to make it a combo?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So the Shadow Rye. So it tastes like guilt. But if you don't eat it by sunset, it disappears. Tarrasque doesn't do anything for you, but Egg of the Phoenix, it's spicy, it's runny, and gives you temporary inspiration. You have a point of inspiration for 24 hours.
You okay?
So you got everything but tomatoes. So the lay leaf, you have 1 temporary HP. The onion smokes when it's sliced. The gilded cress gives you a +1 saving throw to versus poison for 1 hour. And
That
then
was
the
a
pickled
+1 saving throw.
+1 saving throw versus poisons for 1 hour. Then the pickled fayroot makes everything taste chaotic. You got Go to the Void. Luckily, it's not near midnight, because if you ate this by near midnight, you would have vivid dreams. And then Infernal Aioli. You have a 10% chance of releasing a breath weapon for the next 24 hours.
By their
And
choice or
then-
by accident?
Oh, by accident.
This is
Then
gonna
you
be
must
chaotic.
tell the truth for 1 minute.
Okay.
So you got it toasted, so that's 6. So a total of 16. 16 gold.
Alrighty.
And then Arthur.
Alright, flatbread,
Okay.
egg,
Egg.
leaf,
Okay.
dream curd, toasted.
Okay. You do have a point of inspiration from the egg. The leaf gives you 1 temporary HP. You got the dairy-free dream curd, does nothing. No sauce.
No sauce.
Okay, and you got it toasted, an extra 1 gold. Do you want to make it a combo?
No, thank you.
Okay, so 6 gold total. And we'll skip Kale because it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
He'll just get normal stuff. We'll do combo, so 11 gold. Okay. So, you guys are able to eat.
As I'm eating my sandwich, I kind of look over to the others. I'm like, so, Cal, you said it's going to take us a little over a week to get to your homeland?
Should take us about 12 days.
And obviously most of us can't stay up to man the ship. So where do we get more people?
Well, like I said, we can hire a crew at the docks.
Are we talking like in a bar, or is there like a recruiting agency or something like that?
We just go speak to the dockmaster. He'll find us what we need.
Okay. Because we're gonna good thing we stocked up on food, because we're gonna have another additional mouths to feed.
Oh, I think we have plenty. And we have to pay them. For now, I will pay it, but we probably need to earn group money so that I'm not blowing my fortune. So eventually the well does run dry, especially since I haven't been home in 2,000 years. Well, it's been about 200 technically. So, I'll be ready.
Yes.
Well, I'm ready.
Okay.
Anybody want to get any other souvenirs before we leave?
A muzzle?
Yeah, a muzzle. Or no. Do they have the tape that's like really super sticky
No.
that removes body hair?
No.
Okay.
Damn.
So, everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Kale leads you guys back to the docks. I think I see the dockmaster there if you want to talk to him. Because I'm not talking to myself.
I kind of look over to Arthur.
I'm
Go
just
ahead,
walking
Captain.
up. I flick him, and then I walk up. Hey,
Can I help you?
I'm in need of a crew.
A crew, you say? A crew of what? For what?
A crew
Yeah.
to man a ship.
A regular ship, an airship, what do we talk? A submarine?
I point to
I'm
the
looking over
breaded
to
cheese.
these submarines.
It flies.
Beautiful ship. So, ye need quite a few hands.
I'm gonna need one to help me pilot.
You
I'm gonna need
a
deckhands.
captain.
Yeah.
Do you need a navigator?
Most likely. We're probably gonna need a captain, navigator, some deckhands, probably a second cook.
Above table, here what's available. A captain, but you don't have to hire another captain since you're already the captain. You can hire a pilot and navigator. Now keep in mind that if you only hire one navigator / pilot, he will be sleeping during the day.
Mm-hmm.
So You can do that. It'd be cheaper than hiring another captain, but you could hire 2 navigators, one to help you navigate during the day, and then one to fly at night. There's also engineers and artificers that can help with ship repairs and things like that. There's a quartermaster. They obviously manage supplies, storage, rations, and coin. There is a bosun. So they oversee deckhands, perform rigging duties, and keep orders. You can have as many deckhands as you wish to do all the manual tasks. There are lookouts that can sit in the crow's nest. And then if you want, you can also hire security guards. And you can hire as many of these as you want. Each one of them has a different cost. And you can either pay them daily or you can pay them monthly.
I'm gonna call Cal over so that I'm not overstepping his billing. And I'm gonna go. I'll look through this and go, I need someone to help me not only navigate, but someone to take over flying. We're gonna need like at least a 5-man crew, if not, I don't know, probably double everything what I'm about to say, to just be able to keep the ship clean. We need more people like Colin and V over there to, should they be absent, dead, or asleep, to keep the ship running. We need a lot.
So, in my opinion, my family has ships twice this size. And which, if you guys think about that, that is massive. Because your ship is the size of a galleon. So imagine.
No, actually, there were definitely ships bigger.
There were ships bigger than galleons.
Of course, galleons are just nothing more than glorified cargo vessels with cannons.
Yeah. But yours is kind of a magical galleon, so it's like TARDIS, so bigger on the inside. So his ships were like twice the size. So they're huge. We had a full crew. 2 navigators, 2 engineers, 1 quartermaster, because you don't want them stepping on each other's toes if you have more than one. Those will give out the orders. It's kind of teaching you guys about all these roles as you go through. The quartermaster will give out the captain's orders. We probably need... I'm sorry. The bosun will give out the captain's orders. The quartermaster will manage our supplies. We probably only need one of them. We only need 1 bosun. I would say 6 deckhands. 3 for the morning shift, 3 for the night. Maybe 2 scouts, 1 for morning, 1 for night. And then 4 security. Yes, we can fight for ourselves, but if we decide at some time to have high-value cargo, it would be nice to have people awake when we're sleeping that can defend it.
Did you say 2 engineers?
I said 2 engineer artificers. 1 for the morning, 1 for night, and then also 1 to teach both you and V how to maintain these ships.
And probably another medical person.
And a cook.
So, historically, the pilot, navigator, and also the bosun would have medical training. Your bosun would be the one that would have the most medical training because the bosun's kind of the right hand of the captain. So while the captain's doing stuff, the bosun would go on, and eventually they changed our Navy changed over and had stuff, but bosuns would be medically trained. Now we can also hire a cook if nobody wants to cook. But that's up to you. I'm fine. We'll find out the daily wages, or we can pay them ahead of time monthly. And don't worry, they won't run off. Most of these people, they earn their money. And if we pay them well and keep them fed, they will be loyal.
I say we pay him ahead of time.
I say we get a cook because we're just used to cooking for ourselves.
We can't cook
Yeah.
we can't all cook for the others too. So yeah, I think.
Yeah, you would also need somebody to cook for the entire crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can't just have them eat rations.
No.
They would definitely
I think we
kick y'all
did that the last
overboard.
time.
No,
Above table.
Not really. We just blew up the ship.
Okay, so what are we hiring?
I would say. Sorry, go ahead.
2 navigators, the 2 engineers, the 1 quartermaster, 1 boatsman, the 6 hands, the 2 lookouts, 4 security, and a cook. This way, this cook
Okay.
can help feed the crew.
2 navigators. We're going to do 2 engineers, 1 quartermaster, 1 bosun, 6 deckhands,
Yeah.
2 scouts, and 4 security, and 1 cook.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so that he can cook with a crew.
Okay. So, monthly, somebody might want to write this down because you're going to have to remember to pay them every month. If you forget, they will mutiny.
Great. That's just what we need.
Okay. For the pilot navigator, for each one, it's 240 gold a month.
Good lord.
They're the ones that pilot English.
Here, you said how much?
240 a piece. So for your navigator, it would cost 480 gold a month. Keep in mind, one captain is 450 gold a month.
We don't need another captain.
Engineer, monthly, is 300 gold each. But again, specialized.
So 600 a month.
Your quartermaster is 180 gold a month. Your bosun is 150 a month. Your deckhands are 60 gold each. So that would be 360 gold a month. Your lookouts are 150 each. So that'd be 300. And your security is 120 each. So that's 480 a month. And then your cook is 150.
And you said the 2 navigators would equal up to 480 a month?
480, yeah.
Maybe we should just Shanghai some people and not pay them anything.
No.
Maybe we should what?
I said, maybe we should Shanghai the crew and just not pay them anything.
Wow.
That.
Damn.
Bad.
Wow.
Joe.
So we want to introduce what your people did to mine once again.
Okay, that was actually above table. I said that, not actually in character.
All right. I think I can get you this crew. Give me 10 minutes. And
Awfully fast.
he saunters off, walks into a building, door closes. And so once you add all of that stuff up, think about setting aside from each. What I would do is split how much it costs between each person, and as you're earning money through quests and stuff, start putting it into onto the boats, so that you can pay them. Because again, you don't pay them, you miss 1 month, they will mutiny until they've been with you for a while. You got to earn their trust.
Yeah.
Got to earn their trust. They don't work for free.
Trust.
All right. So slowly, your crew begins to enter. You ready?
Yep.
All right. You have. I need to write this down too because I'll forget it. Your navigators are first. Your first navigator is named Aelric Thornvale. Aelric. Thornvale. He is an elf. You don't have to write down what he looks like, but he is tall, silver-haired, wears star-mapped robes with brass buttons. He's very stoic and poetic. Your second one is Imni Velka. IMNI VELKA. IMNI. Imni. She's a gnome.
How do you spell the last name?
Velka, VELKA. She is a gnome. She's got this. She's freckled. She has messy auburn hair, bronze goggles always pushed up under her forehead. She's hyper precise, chipper, mutters navigation and equations in her sleep. So that very analytical mind. Your engineers.
This is who Colin will care about.
Your first one is Brannick Ironjaw. BRANNICK.
What was that last name?
Ironjaw.
Draw.
ICK.
Yep. Can you tell what race he is?
He's
Genasi.
orc.
Dwarf.
Dwarf.
Yes.
I was going to say giant.
I will tell you why his name is Ironjaw. He is muscular with burn-scarred arms and a black beard braided with copper wire. That's why it's called Ironjaw. Oh yeah, it's really cool. Like this huge beard, like bigger than mine, and it's braided, and then there's copper wire wrapped around it. He's gruff, reliable. He comes out and he's chewing on a root stick at all times. Trust machines more than people. Get along with you guys. Your next one is Nix, Nix, and IX.
NIX?
Nix, Nix Solvine. SOLVINE. Take a guess at the race.
Is it Nix in disguise?
No. He's just
An elf?
in all drag. Nix in drag. No, he's a tiefling. Or
Tiefling.
she's a tiefling, sorry. They have smooth red skin, short horns. They wear a backless mechanic apron and glowing gloves. They're that quiet genius type. They tune the engines like a bard tunes a lute. A soft voice and piercing eyes. Your quartermaster is Ves Talor.
I'm guessing VESS.
VESS. Talore is TALORE.
TAL.
TALORE. They are human. Short cropped hair, ink stained fingers, always carrying a ledger and 3 quills. No nonsense, has a 6th sense for inventory miscounts, probably knows your shoe size already. So they are going to help maintain your inventory.
And
So
are
another
they
human.
non-binary?
They are.
Or okay.
They are non-binary. Let's see. Your bosun, which, by the way, for those that don't know, bosun is spelled BOSUN, or boat swain. That's the other way to spell it, but the traditional is BOSUN. This is Ruka, RHUKKA.
R8 what?
RHUKKA. Cragshod. KRAGSHOD. You can also call them by their nickname, Old Rope.
Old what?
Old Rope.
Rope?
Yes, Rope.
Oh, fuck.
They are an orc. They
Can
are.
we get the pronouns for all of them too?
Yes, we can. I'll go back and do it. Grizzled, missing an ear, thick arms, smells like seawater and lemon oil. But they really command respect. They bark orders like thunder, but reads romance novels in secret.
I love that.
I love
I think I just found my best friend.
Next is your deckhands. There are 6 of them. These ones you're not gonna know like in depth because they're deckhands. They're peons, for lack of a better term. They're there to clean up and shut up and go to sleep. So, deckhand 1 is Ket. Kett. They're halfling.
So they don't have last names.
Correct. Because they don't matter. But Ket has a shaved head, quick hands, and never stops smiling. The next one is Ravo. RAVO. And again, at the end, I'll give you everybody's pronouns. They are a half-elf. We are going to have a very unique, broad crew. They are broad-shouldered, and they are constantly humming sea shanties. Say that 5 times fast.
She shanty,
Try
she
it.
shanty, she shanty. Nope, done.
The next is Clora. CLORA.
CLORA.
Yep. They're human.
Hey, Colin won't be alone anymore.
There was a human before.
There's another human before.
There's a human
Yeah.
before.
Vest.
Yeah, but
The quartermaster's human.
it won't just be 2.
So Clora only has 1 arm. The other is a magically enhanced prosthetic.
Oh, I was about to say, like, what good is she if she only got 1 arm?
They have a magically enhanced prosthetic, and their specialty is rigging.
Okay.
That arm, man. They're talking about being able to pull a rope tight.
Oh no, that's what I was saying. At first you said only 1 arm. I'm like, why?
Maybe they'll tell you that story one day, how they lost it. The next is Django. JENGO. Can you guess their race? I bet you can't. Sorry, their species.
Sylvain?
Human?
No. Lizard folk. Yes. You're going to be obsessed with them.
Yeah.
Well, Colin, your marriage was good while it lasted. So they are surprisingly graceful and fascinated by knots. I mean, it's typical of a deckhand. This is what they do. They're the ones that tie your ropes. Yeah, you go make fun of Django. He'll make sure your knot's loose. The next is Mara, M-A-R-R-A. M-A-R-R-A. Dwarf. They have braided buns. They swear like a bard and drinks like one too.
Is this a descendant of a certain character?
No, it's like Leia,
Oh.
the braided buns.
Yeah, but the drunk dwarf.
The last one is Pip,
It's my lizard's name.
P-I-P. And V will get along with Pip because they are a changeling, which you won't know yet until they change.
Right? I mean,
Because most
They kind of-
changelings... So, Pip does stay typically in an elven look. They appear as a young elf, and they'll change their feature depending on mood or weather.
okay.
Scouts are next. You have 2 scouts.
These are the guys up in the crow's nest, right?
Yep.
Yeah. These are the ones you absolutely need. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
First one is Elix Hollowglen. E-L-I-X.
Hollow Glen?
Hollowglen, all one word. Just how it sounds. They,
1 N or 2 N?
one. Like a
It's
Glen.
E-L-I-X.
E-L-I-X. They are half-elf. They have a white cloak, 1 pale green eye, and they're always barefoot. Soft-spoken, sharp-eyed. They can track ley line surges by instinct. They're a ranger. You always want a ranger or rogue up there. Your next one is called Scanth. S-K-A-N-T-H. Bet you won't guess this race.
Gnome?
S-K.
A-N-T-H.
Okay.
Nope. Kenku. It's what better in a crow's nest than a Kenku, than a
Yeah,
bird.
but how are they
crow.
supposed to relay anything to us?
You know, Kenku can mimic languages. They can learn
Yeah.
how to speak English.
Yeah, they can.
You can teach them
learn
English.
They
Plus,
can learn how to speak any language. Honestly.
Yeah. Scanth has spent time on pirate ships. They know English.
Brock.
This is
Whatever.
basically a parrot.
No, it's a raven.
Look up a Kenku.
I know.
They're actually really cool.
Jet black feathers with bright orange eyes. Wears a leather harness with lenses and compasses. It speaks in chirps and perfect mimic phrases and incredibly observant.
I thought only way they just is we'd have to say something and they just repeat what we say.
They can learn that way.
Yeah,
all
that's
right,
that's
your,
how they learn.
your security. There's 4 of them. First one is Jorik Stonefist. Jorek.
Stonefist?
Yep.
Okay, how do you spell it again? Sorry.
Jorek.
And stonefish.
Stonefist. Guessing you can guess his species.
Dwarf.
Correct. They are a tower shield specialist and a former pit fighter.
Ooh.
Number 2 is Vera Maddox. Veira. Not that Vera. Sorry, Elliot.
Vera, what?
Maddox. Maddox. This is a human using twin short swords. They're an ex-mercenary turned loyal protector. Number 3 is Nalti. Nalti.
N-A...
Nalti. Guess that species.
Goblin.
Kara will like it.
No.
Tabaxi.
Oh,
Oh, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, we got it. I had to put a tabaxi in here. They actually use bolas and stealth. Like bolas, the 2 balls on a rope.
Oh, those things.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And they will be your night watch, since they can see in the dark. And then your 4th one is Dravik. Dravik. Varn. Varn. They also have a nickname, Hush.
Hush.
Yep.
I'm
So you
guessing
can-
rogue.
Huh?
I'm guessing rogue.
They are a tiefling. They wear all black leathers. They never speak. They communicate in sign language and threats. That's why they're called Hush. Finally, your cook. Your cook's name is Brixie. Brixie. Norma.
BRI.
Xie.
You said Norma?
Yep, they are a gnome. They have wild gray curls tucked under a chef's hat, and goggles are always slightly askew. She talks to her stew, cooks like a mad alchemist, and everything tastes amazing but might glow a little. So, going to your navigator. Ulrich Thornvale is he, him. Imni is she, her. Your engineers. Brannick is he, him. Nyx is they, them. Vess is she, her. Ruka is she, her. Ket is he, him. Ravo is he, him. Chlora is she, her. Django is he, him. Mara is she, her. Pip is they, them. As most changelings are. Elix is they, them. Scanth is he, him. Jorik, he, him. Vera, she, her. Nalti, she, her. Dravik is he, they. And Brixie is she, her. Okay. You guys now have a crew.
And if I did the calculations right, it is 2,550 gold a month.
I got 2,700.
I might have gotten the numbers wrong. I copied from Ben.
I can tell you what. During break, I'll go over the numbers. So. Okay, so your crew comes in. Cael will go ahead and pay each one for the month. And then they get on board. They go find their places. They go put their stuff in their quarters, find their bunks, claim their bunks. And then everybody, without you guys saying a thing, goes to work. And you guys have never seen anything like it.
I kind of look at.
You're hearing sea shanties already.
I kind of lean into Cal. Like, Cal, what are they singing?
Oh, those are sea shanties. You know, they're sang aboard ships. Have you never heard old stories?
I mean,
Sea
we
shanties.
heard some stories, but never song. I remember, Cal. Most of us grew up on a space station. We
don't have space shanties.
We never left the
Django
station.
on deck.
Huh?
Is Django on deck?
Yeah.
You just see B just staring at Django.
I kind of, honey, what are you doing?
It's a lizard.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
That's fucking cool, not weird.
You've never seen a lizard folk.
No.
Oh,
I'm just looking
everywhere.
at that Birdman.
I mean,
Oh,
Up in
that's
the-
a kenku.
What's a kinku?
A kenku, they're like ravens. But they walk and they can mimic everything. So if you talk to it, it'll mimic your voice exactly. And that's how it learns
cute.
to speak.
Oh,
And some of them speak in chirps, like that one does. But
I mean, Arthur's cool being a dragon.
yeah, no.
shall we get going? It is a long trip.
You know, I just thought of
Yeah.
something.
We'll
Oh,
get to
Great.
we'll get to know our new crew over the seas,
Maybe
guys.
Brixie will cook us something nice for dinner on the way.
Is there? I just thought of something. Since we have like this ship.
Did that hurt your brain?
What hurt my brain?
Thinking.
Shut up, Cal. Actually, no. I'm sorry. I do need to ask you something.
Oh, you need me for more money.
No. I'm actually trying to find a way that we can make money. Is there like adventure guilds? I remember that from something in my book, one of the books back on Sanctuary Prime.
You mean what I've already asked before
Yeah,
Hey, when
Han,
did you ask for that?
a
Oh,
while ago? Where
Right.
Cal here
I'm
said we
pretty
could work for their family?
My family will give us some work. Well, you guys some work.
Just asking, maybe if there was something.
But in most places, there are bounty boards, there are community boards where people post work, but there are adventuring guilds that you can join for a fee. But it's usually first come, first serve. So,
I looked at V. I'm like, at some point we should get to know. We should introduce ourselves to the engineers and go over things.
Well, no shit. I was planning on doing that as we fly out and get a bit more settled into the life of travel.
shall we get going? We do have a long trek.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I head onto the ship.
Everybody gets on.
I'm gonna get my hat.
And Arthur, are you going to fly, or are you going to let the navigator
I'm gonna
do?
fly while I'm wearing the
Okay,
hat.
so the navigator will sit there and will help guide you. Okay. So everybody gets to their stations. You and V can follow the engineers to wherever they go during flight because you have no idea what you're doing. Would you like to learn a job, Beatrice?
I would probably go with Brixie to learn how to cook.
Okay. Yeah, you can go into the galley. Beverly, would you like to learn anything from anybody? Or do you just want to hang out?
I think I just don't think Beverly would be good at any of this. I guess she'll go with the scouts.
Okay. So this crow's nest is pretty big. So like the crow's nest on your ship has seating on it, so they don't have to stand the whole time. And what's cool about the seating is it's on a pulley system. So there's bars surrounding the circular part, and they're on a seat that's connected to the mast, and they can pull themselves all the way around while they're sitting. So they can do a 360 view while they're sitting.
That's cool.
But it's big enough that you can stand up there with them and learn. So, as you guys get ready to take off, we're going to take a break. Please, everyone, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We are back. So, as you all set sail, lifting off, and you begin to fly, heading toward Drakenvale, towards Dracoria, the town, the city that Caelithar is from. The 12-day trip begins. You begin as you head over, begin to leave Caelithar and head over the Dead Coast. As the airship glides over the Dead Coast, an eerie stillness blankets the land below, stretching for miles in either direction. The coastline, once teeming with life, is now a stark wasteland where the waves crash against ruins half swallowed by time. The skeletal remains of ancient ports jut from the shallows. Their once proud piers now twisted wreckage, covered in salt-crusted barnacles. Ships, some broken in half, others eerily intact, lie beached upon the blackened sands, their masts reaching toward the sky like grasping fingers frozen in time. Everybody, give me observation checks, please.
Oh. Which one's observation again?
Perception.
Alright.
Yeah, sorry. Sometimes my mind still goes to the old stuff. Okay. Beatrice.
21.
Okay. Bev.
Nat 20 for a 21.
Okay.
Nice.
Colin.
17.
Okay. V.
4.
Ooh, okay. Arthur.
8. Now he's got to roll for the entire crew that's away.
There's a 24 for Caelithar. Fuck, I'm not rolling for the whole crew. Okay. So, beyond the shoreline, the land is a graveyard of civilization. Crumbling towers lean against the wind, their spires shattered and worn smooth by centuries of relentless sea spray. Streets of abandoned cities carve through the landscape like scars. Their once paved paths now buried beneath layers of drifting sand and creeping brine. The remnants of great stone walls, which once protected thriving settlements, stand jagged and broken, as if torn apart by something far greater than time alone. Yet, amidst the desolation, there is a lingering presence, a whisper carried on the salted wind. Shadows seem to dance just out of view in the ruins, and strange, unnatural stillness clings to the area. The sea here does not teem with life. No birds soar overhead, no fish leap from the waves, and even the gulls that should feast on the remains of past wreckages are absent. The ocean near the dead coast is darker than it should be, shifting with an unnatural weight, as if something beneath its surface watches the skyborne travelers that pass over by, including yourselves, in silent patience. Give me another perception check. Sorry. Yeah, perception.
There it is.
Beatrice.
7.
Perfect. Beverly.
18.
Colin.
19.
V.
At 20 for 21.
Nice.
Arthur.
12.
Perfect. And Kale got a 17. He's a +6.
Keep saying perfect, and you're the only one that got below 10. I'd worry if you.
Okay. Further inland, vast salt flats extend toward the horizon, their cracked surfaces shimmering under the dim light. Pools of stagnant water glisten with an oily sheen, reflecting the airship above like fractured mirrors. The deeper the view stretches, the more unnatural the land appears, as if reality itself frays at the edges of this place. Ruined temples, their carvings worn beyond recognition, stand half sunken in the earth, as if Elyndor itself is trying to bury whatever secrets they once held. The structures bear marks not just of decay, but of destruction. Their walls melted in places as if seared by a force beyond fire.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm on the gangplank and I'm peering down and I'm like, I just kind of say to, what happened here? It looks like it was melted. What in the name could actually do this?
Which navigator do I have with me?
Whichever one you want. You get to pick the crew. You're the captain.
You're the captain now.
I'm the captain now.
I'll have. Why do I have Emmy? Emmy?
Imni?
Emmy? Yeah.
The gnome?
The gnome.
Okay.
I'm focusing still on trying to drive because I'm still getting used to this. I'm gonna talk to Emmy. So, do you know the history of this place that we're flying over?
Really?
I navigate, but I don't linger. I know how to get you from point A to B, but I'm no tour guide.
I'm just trying to get some information to see if we'd be in danger or not.
It looks freaky as fuck, though.
Yeah.
Stop it. Trying to talk.
Yeah.
Sorry, Andy.
I'm just kind of I'm looking down on there, and I've got my notebook, and I'm taking sketches and looking at the deck of the ship, like the top deck of the ship, and I'm just.
Make a performance check. See how good your sketches are.
Performance check. Uh, 16.
Okay, they're decent. Not Picasso,
Yeah.
but decent.
I kind of look over. I'm trying to try and find one of my engineers.
Okay. As you guys are looking about and moving about the ship, the crew starts to sing. You guys have never heard sea shanties before.
Sail through the clouds, a ship soaring high, with sails made of dreams and a crew of the bold. We'll chase down the sun, our adventures unfold.
I'm wondering where the instruments are coming from.
Various sea shanties. It's not the only one I have. So even the sky over the dead coast feels heavier. The clouds sluggish in their drifts. Their undersides tinged with unnatural hues of violet and deep blue. Lightning flickers on the distant horizon, but there is no thunder. Only the constant whisper of the wind weaving through hollowed-out buildings and shattered monuments. For all its ruin, the dead coast remains a place of unanswered questions, a land whose stories have been drowned beneath the tide and buried in the salted earth. Whatever happened here was not simply the work of time, it was something far worse. And as the airship passes over, there's a chilling realization. This place is not merely abandoned, it's waiting.
So I kind of look back down across, I kind of shiver, and I look around to see if I can see any engineers or at least V.
Up on the top is, I would say Brannick is probably up on the top, just checking everything, making sure, leaning over, checking all of the stones and the magic crystals that are holding this up, the astrolith crystals.
I see Brannick and I go over. Hey, Brannick, I gotta talk to you for a moment.
What can I do for you?
Okay, you got more experience with these type of ships, right? Right? Yes.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't.
So I kind of show him my sketch. I'm like, so I've noticed, I'm sure you did too, but I've noticed that there's almost no armaments on this ship. Now, obviously, we can't put any kind of static defenses because, I mean, they'd be kind of useless unless something just happened to go through that field of vision. But I'm thinking, and I show him a little sketch, something that could swivel, like maybe we mount it on top of the rails along the top deck, maybe even up. I point to the crow's nest. Maybe something up there. Something that can be mobile if we ever come up against anything that's moving up here.
Well, be kind of stupid to put it in the crow's nest. Because, number one, it will weigh down your mast. Number two, your lookouts can't see, because there's a giant fucking gun in their way. But the ship, it's a little shitty.
I kind of look around. I'm like, yeah, well, maybe it's just me, but I don't think this was originally built as a flying ship.
Hold on. And 19. He looks. There's something here. Make a perception check or investigation.
I'll do investigation. 18.
So you look, and there is right where the gangplank would sit when you guys are docked. So you have that big space that can close. There is like an octagonal piece of wood that almost looks offset. And he runs his fingers along the wood. And he looks up and points right towards Arthur, who is steering the ship at the helm. Come with me.
I follow.
And you go upstairs, and he comes up next to Arthur. Captain, I think there's something up here I need to find.
Okay. Is it gonna...
And he's kind of looking off to the side of the helm. Right. There. And he puts his foot down to the right and kind of like 2 spaces away from the helm so it doesn't accidentally get stepped on. And as he does that, on both sides of the ship, those octagons spiral upwards. And in its place, you see what looks to be a large, almost like a crossbow. There's arcane markings etched in it. And sitting on there is a giant arcane harpoon.
I run up
both
to it.
sides.
I run up to him. I'm just like, oh my God, it's a
harpoon.
Yeah, but it's got these magic art etchings on them.
And he begins to run his fingers. And he puts his right hand away, and you see him take his left hand out, and on the palm of his hand, you can see this mechanism, and it's like tied into his fingers. It's like a glove almost. It almost looks like Tony Stark's repulsors. And he kind of puts his hand up, and you see the runes glow, and there's like this surge as he reflects back, and he goes, He just walks over to the other one without saying anything, does the same thing.
Kind of fall behind him.
That'll work. And he looks up at Arthur. Captain, permission to test fire.
Don't hit anything.
And he holds his hand out and squeezes his fingers together, and the harpoon on the left shoots out, and there's lightning that crackles behind it. And then you think that the harpoon would just disappear.
I'm kind of just staring out in amazement.
And then he pulls his hand back. The harpoon jets back and lands back in place without even shaking the ship. And he reaches out to the other one and does the same thing.
I'm like, how many of these do we have?
It looks like one for each side.
I start running. I'm looking around. I'm like, yeah, we have one here. And I just run to the other side of the ship. One here, and then I run to the front of the ship, and I was like, I'm trying to look around. I'm thinking, yeah,
none there.
Not there. I'm like, okay. And I run to the back of the ship. I'm full of energy right now. I'm like,
none aft either.
Okay, and then I'm like, I go right back to Brannick, and I'm like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. I'll come up with some designs. Next stop, or if we'll check to see if there's any spare, we're gonna put some more on here.
No.
What do you mean no?
Do you want to weigh down the ship?
We could put some smaller ones, but we need to cover the front and the back of the ship.
Ships, both in air and on ocean, should never be fired from the front or the back. The projectile will cause the ship to lift. And if it's on the front, it can literally lift us out of the water. If it's on the back, it will make our nose go in the water. That's why they're put on the sides, because they're bigger. You turn towards what you're firing and then fire.
Okay, yeah, right. That makes sense. Sorry, I'm learning a whole new engineering and physics here, so you have to bear with me.
Pulls out a new root stick.
But what we could do.
I walk past to go down to the galley to visit Brixie.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep.
As I see that, I am so sorry for him.
Is there one per side? I forget.
Just one on each side.
Okay. I'm thinking like maybe we can add another one on each side. Kind of add double our firepower on each side.
Bap him upside the head.
Hey, what the hell, V?
Why do you want to constantly add more weight to the ship? It's not a frigate. It's not supposed to be slow. We add more weight, we slow us down. Do you want to... If you want to be a battleship, we can make this a battleship. But it's going to be slow.
Yeah.
Just think, it's going to take us 12 days to get where we're going. If we add weight, you can double that.
No, we don't want that.
The reason it's taking us 12 days is because our ship is so big.
We've got defenses, and they work.
Aren't you guys supposed to be fighters?
Yeah, I guess we are.
I'm a lover, not a fighter, as I'm walking down the stairs.
Don't let her fool you. She's the most bloodthirsty of us all.
I smack him upside the head again.
Don't talk about
your wife like that.
I love my wife more than anything.
Okay. So, you go down, and you meet Brixie. Oh, hiya, dearie.
Hi.
Are you here to help me cook?
Attempt to.
Oh, great. We're cooking supper now.
Okay.
Let's get started. You're rolling for this. This is for the roll table.
Oh, no.
All right. So.
Oh, no.
Have you ever dealt with an angry cook who's teaching someone?
Roll a d4 for your meal type.
Oh, fuck me. Four.
Okay. Give me a d12 for your base ingredient.
1.
Okay. Next, for your seasoning flavor profile, a d10.
Five.
Okay. D8s for your cooking method.
1.
And D20 for your final outcome.
19.
Wow. You're lucky. Okay. So, she begins to teach you. Deity, we are going to make charred glimmerroot skewers with starvine citrus reduction. So, as you all begin to cook, tonight's supper is vibrant, sharp, and absolutely unforgettable. A wild blend of the mystical and the rustic, this dish dances between heat and acid, grounded by the humble roots, but elevated by ingredients not even known to most of Elyndor's scholars. She pulls out glimmer roots, starvine fruits, sky salt flakes, ember blossom oil, and thin bark skewers. She has you take the glimmer roots and peel and slice them into thick coins, then lightly blanch them in herbal water to soften them while preserving their vibrant zing. They're patted dry and tossed in ember blossom oil and crushed sky salt flakes. The prepared glimmerroot slices are carefully skewered and placed over a crackling flame. The firelight reacts with their natural glow, creating a mesmerizing flicker of violet and gold as the sugars begin to char and caramelize. They're turned frequently, ensuring each side crisps while the interior stays tender. The starvine fruit is juiced and simmered down in a small cauldron, mixed with a touch of root sap and fresh lay herbs. The result is a shockingly tart syrup with a fragrant kick. It's poured hot over the skewers right before serving, sizzling on contact and releasing a citrusy vapor. She teaches you how to plate these. The skewers are served upright in a hollowed-out ember stone with flickers of magical flame still licking the base, keeping them warm and aromatic. The reduction drips slowly down the sticks like golden red honey. A sprinkle of dried veil vine petals adds a final visual flare, glowing faintly in the moonlight. And she looks to you. Very well, dearie. You did amazing.
I didn't cut myself for once.
Very good. You will be a chef in no time. Now, would you like to ring the supper bell? And there's a giant bell there.
I will.
It's a little loud.
Not hearing that, I just like.
So you grab the ding, and it's a brass bell. Ding, ding, ding. And those of you who've never been on a ship have no fucking idea what this is. In your mind, you think bell, you think alarm. So you immediately think you're under attack.
I start trying to get that little harpoon, the
I
big.
think I'm about the only one that would know what it is.
What are you doing?
Don't you hear that? As I'm trying to get to.
Time for supper.
I'm literally just holding the harpoon, and I'm like,
It's time for supper. That's the supper bell.
I was
not
like,
the
I'm
we're
like
under
this.
attack or in danger bell.
No, that is you screaming like a little girl.
I put the harpoon back in its place, and I just like, okay, let's go, Kate. And I'm going down to the galley.
Everybody, as you get into the galley, the entire crew's there. Now, there is a main table that you guys can sit at if you want to do that, or you can commingle with the crew. It's up to you, because there is a table that's separate, and the crew can eat on their own. Basically, because here we don't have a separate officer's mess, it's essentially what it is. There's like an officer's table and then an enlisted table. But it's your choice. If you want to commingle, there are enough seats that you guys can kind of spread out.
I'm mingle with the crew.
I'm mingling with the crew.
When Emily and I still be at the helm, we really can't leave
You
it.
would take turns, so you can go while your navigator steers, and then when you're done, you would switch.
Well, I'd let them go eat first.
Plus, it's actually night shift, so the navigator that was sleeping would eat first with you,
Mm-hmm.
and then switch out with the other navigator, and both of you would take a break.
Okay.
And then that navigator would eat his food after, and then go to sleep.
I'm gonna check
Just
with
just like you guys.
I'm gonna check with him. You gonna be okay out here?
Of course. I'm good. Go eat.
I'll
I'll
send
wait for my
relief.
relief.
You can go first if you want to.
Nope. I'm good. I like to eat right before bed.
All right. If I don't see you, have a good night.
You too, sir.
And I'm gonna slowly walk down, just looking back, going, "Is she okay? I'll check with her tomorrow." And I'm gonna go down, and I'm gonna make sure to find Aldrich and sit. Yes, I just realized I rolled the art. Leave me alone. And sit next to him.
Hello, Captain.
So
Nice to see you.
It's raising Elvis.
good to see you too. Just figured I'd get to know you.
He's a high elf.
Yeah.
He's the same as Caelithar. Not the same place, but he is a high elf.
Fuck.
And he's a navigator. He's an officer.
Oh, and so that means he's better than all of us.
I'm probably the only one that's gonna get his respect.
Yeah, because you're the highest rank.
Exactly.
Technically, the navigators are higher ranked than everybody but the captain. Then it would be the captain, then the navigators, then the bosun. How does the airfaring go?
I'm learning. We haven't crashed, so I'm happy.
Very good. I promise I can probably make up some time tonight while most of the crew sleeps, as long as I'm not bothered.
Make sure to talk to Ruka to make sure. If you don't want to be bothered, just have them go to her first.
Of course, whatever you say, sir. We shall get there in no time.
And
Eating the skewers, except he's not eating them like normal. He's got a fork and a knife, and he's cutting them and eating them.
I'm sitting next to B, and I also have my sketchbook, kind of making notes. And
I
ideas
put my
and stuff.
hand on the sketchbook.
Excuse you.
It's dinner time. You can hold off until later.
You see all the deckhands just like scarfing down food,
I kind of look over.
They're
to
like-
him,
prison style. Like,
fellas, there's plenty to go around. You don't gotta scoff it down. Enjoy it.
We promise you're not gonna go without food.
Yeah.
you see Chlora, the human with the one magical arm. They kind of like shake it out, and this is the first time you're really seeing it because you only saw them in passing.
I'm kind of staring at
and
the arm.
They like shake the arm out because sometimes it gives them a little pain.
I'm just very, very intently staring at that arm.
I'm gonna wave to B too.
Um,
I kind of block her.
can I help you, sir?
I'm so sorry. I did not mean to stare. It's just I've never seen a prosthetic like that. I dabbled in some stuff, but I never was into the medical technology field.
Hun,
But I'm asking the question about.
stop staring.
I'm
Oh, here. Takes the arm off, and there's a nub that they're amputated just above the elbow.
Okay.
So takes it off,
I started looking at
and
it.
the runes on it have faded. You can still see them etched.
How long have you had this?
About that was me in real life. That wasn't them. Like phantom itches. About 10 years.
Oh,
That's an old one.
you have more?
Yeah, I have one for fancy stuff.
Like, so it's
It's
how
extremely lightweight.
about, so are you is this just like a something you can just like hold stuff, or do you have full dexterity control over this once it's attached?
As you're looking at it, they kind of look and you see one of the runes flare and it smacks you across the face.
What the hell? It's amazing.
I have full control of it.
Even when it's detached?
Yeah, watch.
Ow! This is amazing. I look over to Caelithar. Caelithar, I'm gonna be spending a lot of time in your people's libraries.
And you see that all the fingers.
Very funny. Very.
Colin,
What?
you're back.
She gave it to me.
Give it.
See, as you're holding
back.
it jumps out of your hand like
Cousin It style.
Cousin It, and just crawls over and like moves through the food, grabs somebody's roll, and like comes over, and she.
Laura,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to probably, if you have one that you don't use, and you
No.
don't mind letting me, I ignore my wife.
No.
Let me study it.
I might have some next time we come to shore back here.
Of course. Thank you so much again. As long as you're okay with it.
I have some old ones.
I'm just like every once
you
in a
see-
while.
You see me
staring.
like just pinching the bridge of my nose and just shaking my head, just like, are you fucking kidding me?
Right across from Clora is Django.
I'm just kind
Kind of hulking. And he's just.
I'm just casually like looking at him.
No. There's this natural rattle to his voice.
I just want to say I think you're really cool.
Thing.
I didn't know that lizards were people.
Yes. There's not many of us in these parts. There's also snakes, too.
Kind of look over. I'm like, oh, really?
I'm sitting with Elix and Scanth, by the way, if they're sitting together.
No, only one's in there. The
Oh,
other one's on watch. It's up to you who was on watch before.
I
Who do you want to sit with and talk to right now?
I'll sit with Scanth, the Kenku.
I figured. And they're like their feathered arms picking up stuff and really quickly right into their beak.
Oh. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you.
I'm Beverly.
I'm Beverly.
Oh, you're named Beverly too.
Oh, you're named Beverly too.
Yeah, my name's Beverly too.
Yeah, my name's Beverly too.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, that's so cool. The conversation that still makes sense.
So, how did you learn to be a scout?
So, how did you learn to be a scout?
I didn't.
I didn't.
You didn't?
You didn't?
No?
No.
Wait, so what are you learning on the job?
Wait, so, are you learning on the job?
Yes?
Yes.
What is happening right now?
What is happening right now?
And I kind of scratch the back of my head and look around.
Thank you on here.
Can you only repeat people?
Can you only repeat people?
What? I'm gonna look for somebody else that I'm sitting next to. Excuse me?
Yes. What can I fucking do for ya? This is Mara, the dwarf, the deckhand.
Hi, lovely to meet you, by the way. I'm Beverly.
I'm Mara.
I was speaking to Beverly?
You're speaking to yourself.
No, okay. This person, can they only repeat people?
Yeah, they're a Kanku.
I've never met a Kenku before.
They
so.
repeat phrases until they learn the language.
Oh. Wait,
Their
until
name
they
is-
learn a language?
Their name is Scanth.
Oh, okay.
I've worked with them before.
Thank you.
Here. Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Scanth. And I hold my hand out to shake.
Nice to meet you, Scanth. You have this feathered, clawed hand.
Yeah, I shake it.
I'm sitting next to an engineer. And I'm just kind of... I look like I'm kind of lost. Because I don't know the first thing about these kinds of ships. I'm used to a frickin' space station.
So, sitting near you is Nyx the Tiefling. They're just eating quietly. They have that mechanic apron on with their gloves, and they're just quiet, looking around, but on their own.
And they would see me with a journal, kind of like drawing the dimensions of what I've seen so far of the ship, and also trying to figure out how the ship actually functions so I can help with the building of it. And I'm looking kind of lost. And V doesn't ask for help often.
If you carry the two in this factor, it'll give you better results.
I do
And it makes
that.
perfect sense when they say that.
Yeah, and I do that, and
We're gonna kind of act like we really know what engineering math is like.
right.
Yeah.
None of us are engineers.
Nope.
And
Thank you.
your drawing of the aft side is a little off dimension. You should add another 2 inches.
And I make that note to. All right. Okay. This is kind of a new field for me. So, how long have you been working on ships like this?
born on ships like this. I've been working on them ever since I can remember.
So I could learn a lot from you.
If I'm to teach.
Would you be willing to teach?
It's the other one.
Oh,
It
gods
was
no.
still on my sketchbook.
Do I hear this?
Yeah.
She,
They speak softly, but it's not quiet.
V is the cooler of the two.
I kind of look up what? What's that about?
Just go back to your drawing since you can't. Function.
Do you know the directions of a ship? That's probably where you should start.
Having been on a spaceship, I would know that there's the.
Spaceship's a little different because it's rounded.
That's true.
It's not an actual
But they would have
like ship.
starboard, port and starboard, or
Yes, but it'd be kind of hard to differentiate which is which because you can't see outside.
Funny enough, actually, the closest thing to driving a spaceship in terms of a on a vessel is a submarine because they can go.
Yeah.
They don't just go straight. They go straight down, but they go this and that.
So
Yeah.
your right side is starboard. Your left side is port.
and I
The
make those notes.
the back is the stern or the aft.
Am I hearing this too?
Yeah.
I kind of just perk up and I kind of.
And the front is called the bow or the forward. Just keep in mind, the crew will use these terms. So above table, if you do not know them, you need to write them
Okay.
Okay,
down
so
because they will not translate.
I do always forget what's left and right.
Okay. Starboard is right.
right,
Port is left.
starboard. Port.
Yes, I forget this all the time, but it would be kind of horrible of me to go into the Navy and this. Stern is the back. It's also called the aft. And then the front is the bow, B-O-W, or also called the forward. So they can say move to the forward or move to the bow, and they can say move to the aft or to the stern. I personally say aft and bow. I mix the two, aft and bow, and then starboard and port. Everybody got it?
I'm gonna forget.
That's why you write it down.
I do have it written down. Still going to forget.
The more you hear it, the more you get used to it.
Okay, so starboard's
Yeah.
right, port's left. The stern or aft is the back, and the bow is the front.
Correct. And then there's a few others, but that's too complicated. There's like a beam to starboard, a beam to port, and that's moving side to side. And then there's also transorn, which is like moving backwards. So, and then the front of the ship, like on a speeder ship, that flat front, it's called a beam, but this doesn't have one of those, so it doesn't matter. There's a lot of naval. Maybe the crew will write you guys a book, and you guys will get given a book of naval terminology.
Sailing for dummies.
Yes, basically.
Yeah, I've kind of like quietly shifted closer, and I'm like trying to write everything down because
Can you
also doesn't.
Can you get off of top of me, please?
Oh,
Um,
sorry. I mean, as
you
I
see-
slide off and next to
the crew, the deckhands all kind of finish up their food, take and put them in the window where the washroom is for the kitchen. And yes, you have to do dishes. You're learning.
Yeah, I get
You're gonna have to do dishes.
and start doing dishes.
And they all leave and go back to work. If they pass by you, they just kind of nod, keep their heads down, and keep going.
Nice meeting y'all. I look to V and I'm like, V, I don't know about you, but I think we're gonna have to go back to school because we have to worry about weight and other stuff now.
The scouts have gone back as well. One went to bed. Or actually, I'm sorry. One went up to relieve the other. The other one ate really quick. Then they went to bed. Security has all left and gone. It is now just the officers. So you guys, the bosun, the quartermaster, both engineers, and Imni is in here eating. Ulrich already left to go take over. Imni's gonna eat and then go to bed. And most of them, because they need as much sleep as possible, they try and eat as quick as possible.
I kind of just look at my sketchbook, my notebook, and I'm just like, I think I want to go check and make sure all those ingredients and materials I bought from the Ivory Market got made it into my workshop. As I get up, I'm like, love you, honey. I'll see you when I'm done. And when you're
Olin,
done,
you know you could talk to Vestalor about that, right?
I stop and turn, and I'm like, oh, yes, hi. Nice to meet you.
Hello?
I had a number of items ordered at the market, and I had them sent here. Some bullets, explosives, about 5 barrels of gunpowder, some hand grenades, fire bombs, things of that nature, and also there should have been a giant spear. I wanted to make sure to see if they had made it onto the ship, including my rifle that I ordered.
Yes, everything that everybody ordered is on the ship. I already did my checklists. All the inventory counts are right. Everything is where it should be.
Excellent.
Don't fuck with my inventory.
And any changes, I will make sure to let you know. So that
let me know first.
Absolutely.
And then I will make the changes.
Trust me, he's gonna be the one you have to worry about the most.
But I am in charge of the inventory.
Of course,
my inventory is off. There's a reason I carry 3 quills. There is enough to stab somebody with and still write with.
I wouldn't dare to mess with your system. I understand in my own way what it's like, so of course. Just wanted to introduce myself and make sure that everything that I ordered has been put into my my little workshop by engineering.
Everything is where it should be. And they get up with their ledger, put their plates away, and they leave, and they're just jotting down notes. Not sure if they're writing about you or they're just, that quill is.
I don't even try and see what they're writing. I'm just like, I'll catch you all later. I'll be in my workshop.
Do not blow a hole in the ship.
I won't. I don't even have anything to make anything that could explode here.
5 barrels of gunpowder.
Again, unless I put live fire over it and I compact it into something that could outwardly explode, it's...
You just see...
You see a fireball?
You just see a fireball go out the galley window.
Let's not
Okay, honey.
burn the ship.
You try telling her. I tried doing that before. I'm like, honey, I love you, but please don't go near my shop. Thank you. As I rush to my shop.
Who
Beatrice,
was setting fire to the ship? As you see Ruka stand up after they see the fire, the bosun. No fire on the ship. You burn the ship down, you go down with it.
I'm looking now right at
Remember,
Beatrice.
this is
Oh, I'm hiding.
This is a big female orc with a missing ear, thick arms.
I'm hiding in the actual kitchen doing dishes.
I suggest everybody get some sleep. We've got a long trip.
Yup.
Okay.
Late.
Sleep well.
Oh. And they go to their quarters, climb into their bed, and underneath their pillow they pull out their latest romance novel and begin to read.
Biggest note, please do not piss off the crew. Okay, everyone?
Hey, I haven't pissed off anybody, but just so you know, it's just us now, right?
Yeah, all of the other officers have left.
Okay. The Raven person, it's called a Kenku.
Uh-huh.
His name is Scab. He'll repeat everything you say.
Okay, well, he's gonna be up in the crow's nest while I'm normally down at the wheel.
You'll see each other.
We'll see each other, but little interaction, and I'm still want you all not to piss off this crew. So if I hear about it, I'll find the security to put you in the brig for the night.
Wait, we have a brig?
I'll make one if I need to.
Oh no, there's a brig.
Oh.
It's a magical brig.
Wouldn't be my first time in jail.
It puts you in your worst nightmares.
Not mine, but
I come out and like, it wouldn't be my first time in the brig either.
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. Don't worry, Arthur. I won't do anything to antagonize the crew. I'm trying to be friends with everybody. And I need to
if I hear
learn
multiple
from...
complaints about you, I'm tying you to the side of the ship.
Oh!
I said multiple. Because that threat will go to others if I start hearing more about them, too.
look, I just want to learn how to work and fix the ship in case shit goes sideways. Alright? All I want to do is do what I want to relearn how to do my fucking job, because that's how I'm gonna have to do it.
I have no issues with this.
Is Cal still in there?
Movement is a thing in this world.
Yes.
Cal, is healing the same as it was?
What do you mean?
With medicine?
Medicine?
Yes, we heal with medicine. I mean, most clerics heal with god power, but, you know, gods, no power. I'm not even sure if clerics can perform.
So, are there doctors here?
Well, there's doctors, there's druids can still heal because their magic is of the earth. They are earth magic users.
Oh.
They grow plants and... Wait, aren't you a druid? Your own wife's a druid.
My wife's a druid? You're a druid?
And here we go. Silence. Okay. I just hold up the ball of fire.
Yeah, I know you can do that. Thank you for reminding me also that I have to about what I also have to repair before I go to bed.
Okay, I have this book to start reading, so I'm going to go to bed now.
Alright. And I give Bev a kiss on the cheek, and I actually go to bed myself because I need a clear head to start relearning how to do my damn job.
Okay.
I'm
And
gonna go top for about an hour and practice with the twin daggers.
Okay.
I'm just for like a half an hour. I'm gonna go into my shop.
So, yeah, so all of you take and find your, after you do your various things, you take your rests inside your beds and you drift off to sleep, and all is well and good as far as you can tell. So, okay. You all wake up. For sake of brevity, we're going to kind of, because this is a 12-day trip, we're going to kind of start going day by day, and we'll kind of explain what you guys see. If things happen, we'll RP those out. So otherwise, we're going to be sitting in one part for 6 hours and then moving, like 6 hours real time, and then moving on. So as dawn breaks, we'll say you guys get up, breakfast is made, you help make breakfast. It's roll a d20. Not you.
12.
It's decent, not the best. You probably got some slaps on the hand for messing something up, but it's decent. Makes everybody full. So, as dawn breaks over the endless ocean, the airship approaches Shard's Rest, a scattered archipelago of jagged, broken islands that seem less like natural landmasses and more like the shattered remnants of something once whole. The sea below churns restlessly, the waters a deep, iridescent blue, cut through by the treacherous currents that swirl between the islands like veins of some colossal sleeping beast. The first sight of Shard's Rest is haunting. Towering monoliths of stone, glassy and smooth in places, fractured and jagged in others, jutting out of the water at impossible angles. Some pieces hover just slightly above the ocean's surface, defying gravity as if held in place by a force long forgotten. These formations give the impression of a massive structure, perhaps a city, perhaps something even older, that was torn apart in a single catastrophic moment. As the ship drifts lower for a better view, the sun catches on the crystalline shards embedded in the island's cliffs and surfaces, causing them to flicker with spectral light. Some glow faintly in unnatural hues, a residual effect of long-lost magic or ley-line fractures that still hung beneath the earth. In the shallows, beneath the lapping waves, ruins lie half-submerged, their once proud spires now encrusted with coral and twisted into unfamiliar shapes by time and tide. Some buildings stand at impossible angles, as if the very laws of reality had warped when this place fell into ruin. The islands themselves vary in size, some no larger than a ship, others sprawling with crumbling foundations of abandoned settlements, their streets overtaken by creeping vines and salt-weathered statues. On the largest island, remnants of an ancient citadel still loom, its spires broken yet defiant, half swallowed by the land, but unmistakably elven in design. Time has not been kind to it. Sections have collapsed into the abyss, and the stone bears scars that suggest it was not merely abandoned, but attacked. Carvings along the shattered walls depict figures of elves locked in battle, not against mortals, but against something vast, shapeless, and consuming. More ominous still, floating debris drifts lazily through the air, as if caught in invisible tides. Small shards of obsidian, crystal, and stone hover in place, rotating slowly, refusing to fall. Those of you with magic,
Yes.
like natural magic, not artificers, but you are a paladin, so you can do it too. Make either an arcana check or a history check. Idris,
8.
Beverly,
And
Colin, and Kale got 27. Natural 19 with a +8. So you recognize the obsidian, crystal, and stones hovering in place. You recognize this as a sign of lingering leyline instability. Whatever magic once flowed here has not died, only fractured, and it still attempts to stitch together what was broken. Yet, even amidst the beauty and the ruin, there's a silence that does not feel natural. The usual sounds of seabirds are absent. No insects hum. Even the wind, which should whistle through the ruins, moves too softly, too carefully, as if afraid to disturb something that still lingers here. Everybody, give me a perception check, please.
Oh,
Beatrice,
shit. 6.
Bev,
17.
Colin,
Natural 20 plus 5 is 25.
B,
12.
Arthur.
11.
Okay. Suddenly, from below, something shifts in the water. A dark silhouette far beneath the surface, larger than any whale, moving slowly but deliberately between the islands. Whether it's an ancient guardian, a remnant of the past, or something that simply calls this place home now is unclear. But Shard's Rest is not empty, not truly. It's a graveyard, but one where the dead do not sleep easily. And you guys hover over, and we'll say, for the sake of brevity, as night hits, you're able to eat, go to sleep. Remember, any buffs that you guys had are gone now because it's been over 24 hours.
So the temporary hit points one.
Just eating, talking about that big thing we saw.
Yeah.
I asked some of the crew if they have any idea what that was.
Nobody has any idea. Nobody is dumb enough to dive down there.
Should I roll to see how successful dinner was?
Sure, D20.
10.
They've had better. Some of it's stale. Some of it's burnt a little bit. They've definitely had better. The crew are like, eh. So, if you keep cooking that bad, you're going to be stuck on dish duty only. Okay, so go ahead and roll another one for breakfast.
I did very, very good. Natural 20.
Okay,
Sweet.
perfect breakfast. Hearty, think like biscuits and gravy and bacon and eggs and omelets to cook to order. Yeah, so, and here is the amazing thing, because for the first time, you were beginning to fly over a vast ocean. Before, you were skipping across oceans to little landmarks. This is the first time you're over a vast ocean with no land in sight. So, as a third day of the journey begins, the cliffs of Shard's Rest fade into the morning mist behind you, swallowed by the endless horizon ahead. The airship drifts into silence as the land vanishes entirely, replaced by the yawning expanse of the Umbral Deep. That is the name of this ocean, the Umbral Deep. And this would be told to you by your navigators. Below, the ocean stretches in every direction, endless, obsidian blue, and unnervingly still. It isn't flat so much as breathing, rolling in vast, slow swells that pulse like the heartbeat of some slumbering leviathan beneath the surface. Occasionally, glimmers flicker in the depths, distant, deliberate lights that form shapes too symmetrical to be natural. At first glance, it looks like moonlight on water, but then it pulses again, rhythmic, intelligent, watching. The sky thins above you, the clouds drawn into long, pale streaks like gossamer veils. The air grows strangely calm. No howling winds, no crashing waves. Instead, the ship is surrounded by a low, constant hum, almost imperceptible at first, but steady, like a note resonating through the hull. It makes conversation softer, breath slower. Even the crew, usually talkative during morning routines, fall into silence, their eyes fixed on the ever-shifting lights below. A few whisper about the legends, about the ruins said to drift beneath the Umbral Deep, swallowed cities and temples from before the shattering, flickering with life long after their last breath. Midday brings a shimmering haze that rolls across the horizon like smoke or fog. Except it glows faintly. Iridescent blues and ghostly purples dance just beneath the cloud line. The magical fields here are unstable, and the ship's compass wobbles gently despite the clear skies. Arcane sensors blink in confusion, occasionally flaring for no clear reason, as if the ley line energy here isn't dormant, it's dreaming. In the late afternoon, your, I will say, scanth points below, and all of you look, and there's a tower breaching the surface of the ocean far below. Just the broken tip, maybe 10 feet across, covered in moss and barnacles, yet undeniably shaped. A bell is rung softly, not as an alarm, but in reverence. No one speaks of it after. By nightfall, the water below gleams like black glass laced with faint golden patterns. Runic, some say. Others say it's just the ship's lantern light playing tricks, but no one volunteers to watch the deep alone. Night drapes itself over the ship like a velvet shroud, and for the first time in the journey, even the stars seem distant, muted by the unknowable expanse beneath them. It feels as though the world has grown thinner here, as if the fabric between realities is worn. The Umbral Deep does not rage or roar. It does not beckon. It simply waits. So as everybody drifts off, we wake up the next morning. Go ahead and roll for breakfast.
14.
Decent. You guys are having a decent meal. Not the greatest, not the best. So, Morning breaks not with sunlight, but with a dull gray haze that clings to the horizon. The air feels thicker today, heavy with salt and static, as though a storm is preparing to speak, but hasn't yet found the words. The water below is no longer calm. It churns and slow spirals now, great lazy vortices that shift without wind. The hum from the day before has deepened, a resonant undertone that seems to crawl up through the bones of the ship itself. The crew has begun to whisper about it, calling it the lullaby. Half joking, half prayerful. Some say the umbral deep is singing to them, lulling the ship closer to something ancient and buried. Give me a D10. Who wants to do it?
I will.
Okay, Arthur.
My D10. Stop looking at me.
Two.
Oh my god.
We don't know what this means yet.
Okay.
We don't know what this means yet. Just look at the happy kitty.
Cute.
It could be a good
I'm
thing.
afraid.
That's a baby boy.
He's
Please,
counting.
please do not.
I'm in danger.
Roll me a D20.
Me?
Oh.
Oh no.
How is Lane on my...
Natural 20?
Ah.
Okay. You get to pick the number 1 through 17. You have to pick a number.
Oh.
And I will tell you, I'll give you a hint. You are picking a crew member.
Uh-oh.
No. Oh no. No.
Let's just go with 13.
Okay. Sure, let's get rid of one of your security. So
No. No,
this
no.
weird fog that began in the morning returns, and it's denser, but somehow it's clinging to Jorik's stone fist. And he begins hearing his own name whispered in a forgotten language. And as he's hearing his name, he begins to move forward and shake his head and begins to fall off the side.
Do any of us see this?
Make a perception check.
Oh.
I mean, I wouldn't be on deck.
Then you don't see him. Beverly? Beverly would be the first one that may be able to see them, because they're up in the crow's nest.
14.
Okay, I'll say you could see him.
Okay, what is happening?
You see him walk off the side.
Okay. Let
you
me
guys are
read
flying.
something that I can do really quick. Okay, so I have a theoretical question. I want to dive in after him and create water vertically so I can kind of like swim and like push him back onto the ship with me.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. So you make an acrobatics check for
Okay.
jumping off safely.
15.
Okay. So as you see him go, a few of you see him fall, and next thing you see is Beverly jumping out of the crow's nest, diving into the water, and then you see a wave whoosh, lift both of them up and splash them back onto the deck.
I run over and I hug Bev like, what the fuck?
Someone
Well, that's
check
what
on.
I do. I'm fine.
Someone
So,
check
I'm
on
gonna
Jorik
check-
already.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure Jorik's like breathing.
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
I'm not. Dear heart, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to.
That fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Oh, something got in my head.
Did you hurt yourself?
No, I would have just drowned. Thank you.
No problem.
Think it's maybe time for me to sleep.
Yeah, go take a rest.
And he kind of just saunters off into the crew quarters.
I kind of walk off on the bid. What happened? I was asking generally anybody.
Oh. I look at Bev. I'm like, you gave me a freaking heart attack, dear.
So I haven't tried it right, but I think I can breathe underwater.
No testing under open ocean.
Please, we don't.
Well, no, but I can do water stuff. I knew I could get him.
And I like grab the back of their head and I press my forehead to the airs and I'm like, please, dear. That was terrifying to watch.
Oh, I'm sorry. I knew I could
know.
get him.
I know, and I love you for that. But fucking hells, that was terrifying to watch. And I give her a kiss, and then I go back to what I was doing, which was learning the ship and...
Everybody kind of goes back now that everything's calm and begins their jobs again. And by mid-afternoon, strange lights can be seen ahead, not in the sky, but far below the surface. They flash in deliberate patterns, amber and violets, like a heartbeat pulsing beneath miles of pressure. Arthur, you adjust course to avoid them as the navigator's muttering about ley wraiths, areas of magical displacement caused by rifts too deep to seal. The wind, which had been absent for most of the day, returns in sudden bursts that push the ship off balance, brief, gusty exhalations from nowhere as if something below is breathing too deeply. Colin, roll me a d10 for the next event. And the Kraken appears.
Oh,
10.
fuck you.
10. Okay. So as you're flying, suddenly a rift tears open midair and you fly through it.
Who?
And suddenly you see elegance. You see pain. You see two different realities. One where magic is still thriving, the other where it's dead, and all hell has broken loose, war and famine. And just as quickly as it's there, you shoot out the other side. You don't know what you saw. Maybe a distant world, maybe a possible future, but you keep going.
Kind of look around. Did we all just see that? Or is that just me?
Fuck.
Just up in the crow's nest by myself, wondering if anybody else saw that.
As dusk falls, the ship passes over a vast circular structure barely visible beneath the surface. Massive, ancient, and cracked wide open. From above, it looks like the iris of a sunken eye. For several long minutes, the entire ship falls silent. Then someone mutters what everyone is thinking. It's looking back. By the time the night arrives, the clouds above are lit with silent flashes of green lightning that fork across the sky but make no sound. The stars return only briefly before being swallowed again by a thick curtain of fog, and below the umbral deep hums louder, like a choir rising towards its crescendo. Beatrice, D20 for dinner.
10.
McDonald's is better.
Wow. Oh.
And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a D10 for the event, the last event of the day.
3.
Better than my roll.
Oh, fuck.
Never mind.
As you're flying, breaching out of the surface, a celestial leviathan breaches, massive and luminous, moving in slow motion. It doesn't attack. It just watches. And as you pass over and all of you get ready to go to bed, it goes back in the ocean.
Bye!
Okay. Go ahead and roll for breakfast. We're gonna go into day 5.
18.
We're gonna kinda scoot through this until we start hitting the next landmass. So great breakfast. Buffet style. Everybody gets as much as they want. Everybody's full. Crew's happy. The off-coming crew gets to eat and go to bed, while the oncoming crew is getting their coffee and their food and then heading onto where they're supposed to go. So the morning dawns dim and colorless. You're used to these beautiful bright lights, but the horizon ahead is murky, a dull smear of brown and green where sky meets sea in a haze of fog. Behind you, the umbral deep rolls quietly on, its breath slowing, its presence receding like a god going back to sleep. But even in its slumber, the air carries a strange pressure. It feels like the world is holding its breath. The sea beneath the ship darkens further, turning from sapphire to near black, and the patterns of light that danced across its surface days before begin to vanish entirely. The hum that has lingered in the bones of the airship since first crossing the deep is almost gone now. Almost. Leaving behind a faint ache in the ears, like the silence that follows a deep bass note. It's only then you realize how much of your comfort had depended on something resonating. Now that it's gone, the quiet feels unbearable. Late in the morning, a final omen approaches. a floating ring of black stone partially submerged, perfectly circular, at least 100 feet across. It spins slowly, unnaturally, on the surface of the ocean without aid of current or wind. At its center is a pool of perfectly still water, darker than the rest, reflecting not the sky above, but the stars, as if night had already arrived inside of it. Arthur, you, with the influence of your guides, you give it a wide berth, and no one dares speak of this. And Arthur, even you avoid writing it in your captain's log. By midday, the horizon begins to change. Shapes start to emerge. Long, jagged landforms, cliffs like broken teeth, and towering, wind-worn stone spires that seem to grow taller with every passing hour. Solvareth looms in the distance. This is the next continent that you are coming up to. It is called Solvareth. SOL apostrophe VARETH.
One more time. SOL apostrophe what?
SOL apostrophe capital VARETH.
This is on day
Solvareth.
5?
What was that?
This is on day 5 or days?
This is day 5, yes. You are midday of day 5 where you can start seeing it in the distance. And of course, this is all being told to you by your navigators the navigators that you hired have taken this trip before. So Solvareth looms in the distance, its edge marked not by gentle shores, but by razor coast mesas and stretches of jagged coastline weathered by ages of exposure to both storm and spellfire. A faint shimmer plays along parts of the sky, a kind of auroral shimmer that crackles quietly, marking the fractured leyline energies that still seep from the land. As you draw closer, the air becomes denser, warmer, dustier, tinged with copper and ozone. You can almost taste it if you're on the deck. That taste of putting a penny in your mouth. There's no mistaking it now. The umbral deep is behind you, and the continent of Solvareth, untamed, uncharted, and largely forgotten, waits beneath the clouds ahead. I will say with this, the observation deck begins to get filled as all of you come up, even you from the kitchen come up as Land Ho was called. And although you're not stopping here, you're still able to keep going because you don't need fuel and you have plenty of rations. Everybody wants to see the landmass. So from the observation tech, you see ruins along the cliff edges, jutting stone structures partially consumed by creeping moss or buried beneath drifting sand, columns, arches, faces. The architecture is unfamiliar but not alien, perhaps a lost civilization from before the shattering, or something that never wanted to be found. Go ahead and roll for dinner. See how shitty dinner is.
1.
Do you have to jinx it?
Is it
Yes.
It's a 2.
a 1? Okay. You guys eat stale bread. And somebody is this close to being on cleaning duty.
Damn.
You can blame Arthur.
I'm blaming both of you.
So, by sunset, the sky burns with gold and violet, casting long shadows over the cliffs of Solvareth as the airship makes its approach. The land pulses with a strange, steady rhythm, like the beat of something ancient waking beneath the surface. You prepare to adjust altitude. Tomorrow, you'll cross the skies of a forgotten continent. But tonight, the ship lingers at the edge, half in the deep, half in the unknown. And that, my friends, is where we're going to stop. We will pick up next time on day 6 as we continue crossing the Emerald Threshold of Solvareth. I want to thank everybody for listening, and please join us next time as we roll the damn dice. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.